Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Everybody, welcome to Stone's Live Poker. My name is Veronica Brill. With me is the man who smokes too much, who drinks too much, and has very questionable morals. It is the Jake.
You're welcome. It's Nerd Night.
It's Nerd Night. Ready? Yeah. We've got our glasses on, and we're ready for some 3-bet over talkage, estimating everything, overdoing every analysis and every
verbiage.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a fantastic 1-3 hold'em. We have two beautiful players that basically make the rest of the game tolerable.
Jeff and Brian.
Yeah. I was talking about Alicia and Bojana. Come on.
Bojana.
No. I'm Polish. We say it properly.
It's a soft J.
Bojana. It's Bojana. She probably is used to hearing it pronounced Bojana, and so she just accepts it, but it's Bojana.
I pronounce it Jeff.
No, why is my microphone like in my chili and yours is way far away?
I'm passive aggressive. Anyhow, 1-3, no limit hold'em. It's a wonderful game. Here at Stone's, 1-3 plays table stakes, as you all might know or should know by now.
Yeah.
So the games get really deep, really quick. They play,
a 1-3 at Stone's is like a 5-10 in LA. You buy in initially maximum to 500, and then you can buy into the biggest stack. So
that last 1-3, Veronica and friends, we saw it was 1-3, 6, 12, 25, 50, or just 1-3, 50 to go.
Yes, because that's what happens at Stone's. Most places you can only straddle double the big blind. At Stone's, you can straddle double or
up to half your stack.
Up to half your stack.
Which we've seen a live 200 in the 1-3 before.
Oh, that's small.
Posh.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I apologize for that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't. So, welcome to the chat, Rick and Barso, of course.
Two-Face Man 69.
Two-Face Man.
Welcome,
nice
Nightbot.
to see you. Welcome, Nightbot. You're like Justin. Justin thinks Nightbot is a real person.
It's his only friend.
Let's get down to the players, to the
At the
table. I tried to mix in players and table into one word.
The playable.
The playable.
The playables.
Let's get down to the playable and see everybody. Gorgeous table. First of all, Jeff in seat 1. Jeff is always one to give action.
Jeff's a piece of the furniture here in Sacramento Poker. Jeff is just a fixture. He's always here. He's always in the games. He plays Omaha, plays all.
There are people that are
1-3, 2-5, 5-10. He plays everything.
So there are people that are always in the games, but are like, you don't really want them in the game. You want Jeff in your game. Jeff will give you action. Jeff's fun to play with. Pitter patter my heart. Brian is in the game.
I paid Brian's mortgage last night in the 2-5.
His mortgage is probably bigger than that. He probably lives in a massive home. Brian is in C2. I love me some Brian. It's like seeing Robert Smith live. It's always good. Love it. C3, Alicia.
Alicia's in a good spot tonight. She's got position on Brian and Jeff. Nailing position on Brian. Brian gets real creative, gets real aggressive. Alicia with a notch on him. That should bode well for her tonight. We'll see if the deck cooperates for her.
Have you ever played with Alicia?
Alicia's fun. She's a riot.
She will not take your crap, and she is fun.
I remember
we dared her to drink champagne.
The champagne bomb pod.
She bombed that champagne down. Like she drank a can of champagne. That's what happened. A can of champagne.
Can of champagne,
in
yeah.
like 30 seconds. She is a good time, and she is a beautiful lady. C4, Bojana,
Boyana.
gorgeous,
Nice
intelligent. What else do I need to say about her? There's nothing wrong about her.
Most of my playing experience with Boyana has been in tournament poker. I've watched her play cash here a couple times. We've seen her. She's very competent. She's very capable. She's been comfortable in either tournament or cash game poker, so we love her.
And she's got good position to the left of Brian, again, as we said, and to the left of Jeff. Nav, what's up? Representing Alberta, Canada. Nav in C5. I grew up in Edmonton. He knows all my people in Edmonton because the poker community is always small everywhere you go. He knows all my peeps. I know all his peeps. How we didn't even know each other until we just met tonight.
Is Nav allowed to have sharp objects?
He's not allowed to have sharp objects,
Okay,
and we
but-
still don't have electricity in Canada.
Yeah.
But what's up, Nav? What's up, Alberta? Calgary, Edmonton, representing. I looked at his Alberta driver's license and I was like, oh, the good old days, my peeps. So Nav has my heart tonight. I'm cheering for Nav.
Seat 6, Bill B. Is this Bill's first, second, 10th time on the stream tonight?
I think it's his first time. I haven't seen him. I'm excited about popping his cherry.
Damn it, you beat me to the punch.
Yeah, I'm
You beat me
excited.
to the pot.
I'm excited. And okay, so let's move on. Hollywood.
You're welcome.
Hollywood. Yes, you are.
So Hollywood, for those of you who don't know, the nickname comes from Hollywood is an accomplished
I can't.
producer, actor,
What is
producer,
on our screen?
horror films. Hollywood does it all. I mean, you don't get a name like Hollywood from, it's not showboating at the table. By the way, Aaron in C8 right behind him has aces. And we love some Aaron.
Aces Ron with aces in seat 8. And then you've seen him on every single poker show. He is the most famous internet poker player in the world. He is Waprai. Let's give it up for Waprai. Seat 9.
That's a good smile.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at that. He's showcasing that smile. He's selling it.
I wonder how many takes that took.
At least 25.
Yeah, right. Just that's not quite. So Aaron's gonna 4-bet here to 100. Nav's got ace queen. He put in a 3-bet on the button. It was an open to 10, 3-bet to 40. Or 35.
Ace queen doesn't.
3-bet to 35, 4-bet to 100, and Nav's gonna lay down the ace queen.
Ace queen doesn't do too well against a 4-bet. So I mean, it's a good laydown. He'll look at it later and see that it's a good laydown. What's up to proper 3-bet? Always doing the Yale and Harvard proper 3-bet in his blazer.
So the thing, okay, so Nav on the button there, he's got position, he's got ace queen. He is facing a 4-bet, but if we think our opponent's competent at all and is capable of 4-bet, bluffing, some hands like 3, 4, 6, 7 suited hands like that, we can call ace queen. I mean, we are deep enough there. We're over about we're 1K deep.
What percentage of players that you're playing against are competent bluffers with a 4-bet pre-flop?
I have a different circle of friends than most people do. So
Let's talk about the average people, not the circle of friends that you hang out with. Boshan is putting in a call. Sorry, I thought that was a little raise. It looked to me like a $25 chip. I was getting excited.
So I believe Waprai has a straddle on here. Boyana's going to limp along the king 9 off out of the hijack. Nav's going to click, make it 12 to go with the ace 7. Interesting little move there.
Jimmy Bluffett, what's up? Suited aces. Welcome to the game. 3-5 deuce on the flop, 2 spades. And everybody checks to our Alberta Canadian Nav. Puts out a bet and takes it down. Poker's easy, folks. Poker's easy. Look at Nav, chip leader. Behold, the chip stack of Nav. I had to do that. I did that in Vegas, and they were like, not impressed.
You were frowned upon?
Yes, they were not impressed. They didn't love me like I am loved here. Stone's water, ladies and gentlemen. There's a ton of gamble in this water.
Made with the tears of
Democrats. Oh, sorry. No, I met with the tears of those that Bad Beats stories.
Really? Took you a whole, what, like 11 minutes? Jesus. It's going to be a long show, folks. It's going to be a long show.
I'm not sure if we're doing a round of straddle, but it looks like Alicia's putting in a raise to 12.
Ace-Jack offer. Hollywood's gonna fold the queen 10 on the button. I'm not fond of that.
Yeah, aces run folds, and Wapride's going to give a little bit of action with those suited connectors. Wapride does have almost $900 behind. It's a nice stack for some implied odds. King, queen deuce on the flop. Alicia's still ahead with the ace high. Checked around, 3 on the turn.
I would have liked to see Alicia c-bet that flop. King, queen, deuce is better for her opening range than it is for Wapride's defending range. I mean, Wapride can easily have piece of it as well, but there's no reason to think that Alicia couldn't have king or queen, something like that, or even with her hand, the ace-jack. 2 overs in a gut shot would be, you know, has decent equity against like pocket pairs. And if we're ever getting, you know, 5s, 4s, things like that to fold, it's good for us.
It is good for us.
I would like to see Alicia c-bet that flop.
I think you should c-bet your entire range heads up. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is when people start c-betting their entire range against 3 other people, and it's bad.
I like 2-barrel my entire range. Sometimes 3-barrel my entire. I raise, so why can't I still have aces?
Woman Rider, Plastica, what is up? Welcome to the game. Nice to see you all. Plastica and Woman Rider were doing some baking around Christmas time, and they sent me pictures of it. So I'm expecting that one of these days, very soon, we'll be blessed with another bake-a-thon cake. You remember the last one? The whipped cream, it got bad.
Oh yeah, I know that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Not real. Brian's got jacks.
So I'm assuming there was a straddle of some sort, and then
Raise to 55.
aces Ron called, and then Brian raises to 55. Top 2 pair, Murph, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Sacramento and Wabrian are playing, yes.
Queen 7-3, 2 spades. Ron is going to outflop Brian. Brian's going to lead, looks like 45. Gets called. 6 comes off.
Brian sensing a little bit of an alarm going off in his head with that call. 6 of spades.
And I think Brian should probably check folding here.
Kill some of Aaron's action.
It's a really small bet. Now for Brian, we're just bluff catching. Spades got there. We can't beat the queen. There's no reason to think that Aaron would bet a 7 here. I think for Brian here, I think we get away. Mind you, it's Brian
and he's had wine.
Brian has had wine.
Brian actually, I think, bought a bottle for the table. There's a bottle behind him. But Brian's a great player. He knows what's going on.
Brian's too competent to call. Too competent to call. Alicia can give him a little bit of consolation there. It's okay. It gets better.
It gets better. Yeah. You can come out of the closet today, Brian.
Brian's playing with my money now, so... Actually, check that now. There was a lot of poker happened last night. I can't talk about it.
You are talking about it.
I can't talk about it.
You are talking about it. Just give it to us in the full story or don't start.
So, top 2 pair Murph. There are no slot machines here at Stone's Gambling Hall. We are a card room.
We don't have any...
We're a bunch of classy broads.
Because we are sexy and classy and we don't give it up on the first date. But we don't have cigarette smoke and we don't have slot machines. It is a quiet... Well, quiet is a relative term. Compared to like constant slot machine, it's quiet that way. It's a beautiful place. Get down here. Have I talked to you about heaven in the past life?
So Nav's gonna open it here to 10 with the queen 10 suited. Bill's gonna flat the 7-8 suited. You can go either way with that hand. I think flatting's fine.
Apparently you're the keeper of secrets. Now you guys all know what I go through. 3-way to a flop. Poker's alive and well. 3-5-8 on the flop. 2 diamonds.
Bill's gonna flop the best of it with his pair of 8s.
Texas Poker 30. I may just come to Texas in January. I used to live there.
WSOP Choctaw, yeah.
So Nav bets 15, gets called by Bill. Oh, sorry, Bill raises to 40 and Nav lets it go.
I'm not in love with the raise.
Tell me why you're not in love with the raise.
Because I don't think we're ever getting our opponent to fold over pairs there. And so if we have the best of it, our pair of 8s, I think flatting's like definitely much more standard. If we had a hand, you know, like a draw, like an inside straight draw. I mean, 8-5-3 is gonna miss his opening range like decent, I mean, most of the time, which it did. And so I think if we're, I mean, I don't think we have to like raise there to protect our hand. I think we can just like flat there and keep our opponent's bluffs in. I mean, mind you, there's not a lot of great turn cards
Like
for
an
us, but
8 with a bad kicker, like an 8-10 would fold there.
no. We don't fold top pairs to plus there's the straight draws, flush draws.
I feel like there's like a group of people that are like plugged in to the central brain.
There's like that's gonna miss his opening range time. If he misses, then our 8's good. If we raise, we're just gonna get him to fold his, you know, the Jack 10, the Queen 10.
I think there's a potential there for a better 8 to fold.
I don't think so. Not with straight and flush draws. If we raise him with a draw, then the 8's not going to fold.
Bajana raised to 11. Nav calls. They both have the diamonds. Flop is ace 6-8, 1 diamond. They both have a backdoor diamond draw. Nav's got her beat. Bojana flops an 8 and leads out, and she's c-betting. Proper 3-bet says, "Woo, Bojana."
K1DDZ says if he flats, he just lets him get on the turn. I don't think so. I don't like. No, I think it's fine. And we think our opponent's gonna like always be floating 2 overs, then I think raising's fine.
I think I'm going to disagree with you on that one. I think if you've got an 8 with a marginal kicker, I think it's okay to raise there.
How many 8s does he have? Ace 8. No, how many better 8s is it? What?
I'm just saying, like an 8-9, 8-10 will fold there. 8-Jack.
No.
Well, 8-Jack doesn't normally play, but yeah.
And I'm not, and we're not folding. Hey, look, it's me. Anyhow.
You like quickly went to the blonde at the table. Oxy-oat. Whoa, double Jake. Is there a double Jake? Do I have a beard?
There's only one Jake.
There is only one Jake.
There's only one Jake in the
We only can handle one Jake at Stones. Really, it's not
and some
easy.
can't even handle that. Walbright makes it 16 to go with the 8-6 of hearts. Boyana makes a call with 8-7 of spades. Jeff's in there with Queen 10, and we got King 10 Jack 2 spades. Boyana's got a spade draw. Jeff's got a pair and an open-ended straight draw. Walbright was the original aggressor. Bricks out. 10 on the turn gives Jeff trip 10s to go along with the straight draw, and it's Walbright, the only one with no equity in the hand, leading out. Good for him. Because reasons. Walbright leads 35. Jeff's gonna flat the 35 with trip 10s. Boyana's gonna dump spades. What? 10's full for Jeff. Now on that board, Walbright might have played a king like this, but if we're Jeff here, we're never folding. The question is whether to raise or flat.
Sorry, I'm just getting hit on in the chat. It's just like I've stopped paying attention to the hands. I'm getting hit on. Proper 3-bet wants a piece of me. It's nothing new. I mean, it happens every day.
Jeff's thinking this one through. I think flatting's pretty standard here. We're never gonna get a king to fold, obviously. We're chopping with a 10.
You know what?
Ace queen. I don't know. You know if we raise here, would ace queen even call us? Probably not. I think it's just a flat.
I love a good 1-3 game. Or even a 1-2. It gets you into. It gives you a lot of practice. You know what I mean?
We're talking about practice.
We're talking about practice. You don't want to get into the game without any practice. That's what I did this weekend in Vegas. I got into the game without any practice. So it's good to play like some low limit games and just get your cream cheese spread on that bagel. You know what I mean? Ghost of M, what's up? You see these pipes?
Jeff makes a call.
Work out.
Easy game.
Yeah, money is easy when you play poker. Bojana's hot. Like, I just looked at her and she's really hot.
Sorry for the wait, guys.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're the worst. But thank you.
Nicole's the best.
Nicole's the best, but you're the worst.
Yeah,
Every
you
time
went
I
to
order a
some-
coffee, I order one for Jake. That's just what we do. And he
Cheers.
just ordered a coffee without me. I hate you. Cheers. Oh, wow, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I don't know. I mixed the like
Yeah, that was not
Eastern
good.
with the
Yeah,
Jamaican,
that was not
and
good.
then
You merged your range.
I merged my range way too much. That Ace King and 7 Deuce don't mix. Bojana just calls, Nav checks, 2 a flop, 4 5 Jack, 2 hearts.
If I'm not mistaken, Boyana had Jack 6, or that might have been Nav.
Cyrus Green 819. Cream cheese on the bagel is a great analogy. Thank you for noticing.
9 on the turn hits Nav. Boyana's still checking.
Step in.
Just then, we just get some coffee talk. Monster hands. Sack Kings fan. There
getting
is 510
verklempt.
tonight. Sorry, Sack Kings fan. Didn't
There
hear
is
your
510.
touch. It's in the outer.
I'm getting
table,
verklempt.
tables.
Talk amongst yourselves. Have some coffee. We'll talk. There's a 5-10 game going on. It's very exciting. I had my son call to make sure that the game was going before I got here.
The 2-5 looks good too.
The 2-5 and the 1-3 at Stones is no joke. It's no joke, and it's not a practice. The 2-5 and the 1-3 can play like a 5-10 in other places. I went to Vegas and their 2-5 was playing like our 1-3 plays. It's insane. What is going on at Stones? Insanity. Get in this game. Plus, we have a 24-hour restaurant.
It's good food.
No smoke. I almost died. I smelled like smoke in Vegas. I smelled like
Isn't
smoke
it?
24 hours
It's
a
the
day. It's the worst, like an ashtray.
Ace King Deuce. If I'm not mistaken, it's Brian with Ace Deuce. It's a limp pot, which somehow happened here. Brian's gonna bet 15 at it. I think it's roughly a pot-sized bet. No, it's Nav with the Ace Deuce. 6 of diamonds on the turn. Can't see what Brian's got.
Nav's checking a Brian. Brian leads
Brian's
up for
still
20.
feeding the pot.
Yeah.
Now, at what point do we go for a raise here? Not yet. I don't know, man. Get some money in the pot. We're losing the Ace King, and like that's it. Now he's gonna lead river. Check call, lead on the 8.
See, the problem is if Brian has been bluffing this whole time, you want to keep his bluffins bluffins.
You want to keep his
You want to keep
bluffing.
his bluffins in the range, like in the pan. Muffins, bluffins.
So I think this would have been an easy if there was like an obvious draw, like a flush draw or something like that on the flop, that we could have like repping the we were check calling, and then overbet like lead river, make it look really bluffy, like we missed our draw, and now we're trying to buy it. With
Yes.
the way this hand played out, check call, lead 55. I think if Brian pays us off, I think he's just kind of curious. He's feeding his own curiosity here. And he is. The Ace Deuce. It's an interesting line by Nav.
Goddamn Canadians.
You just
can't
don't
trust
know,
them.
you know?
You don't know, you know? Saskatchewan.
Gesundheit.
No, you're supposed to say.
I can't say that on the stream.
No, Newfoundland, or whatever you said. God damn it. Jake ruins everything. Even Christmas.
This is true.
Cyrus Green 819. You better drive down here because the East Coast sucks and it's snow right now, a lot of snow. And California is the place to be. Like Snoop Dogg's here. Like Snoop Dogg comes here all the time. I mean, it doesn't, but he probably would if he knew about us.
Snoop was here the other day.
Shut up.
No, he was not at
Shut-
Stones.
Oh,
Like in Sac. He was
in
like,
Sac,
I'd
yeah.
show you in Sac.
I'm like, if
And,
he was at Stones and no one texted me, I'll hate all
Big
of you.
Jake, who won the Stone Survivor Series.
Went backstage with Snoop.
Yeah, him and Snoop were chilling backstage. It was wonderful.
Listen, Linda, listen. I used to go backstage with Snoop in the 90s. Let's not even, I mean, like,
Oh, you
not
know a 90s Snoop?
90s Snoop. Let's not talk about it.
Have you killed somebody? Can't talk about it. All right.
I can't talk about it.
Say no more. So Aaron's got the $8 straddle on.
That first album was good.
Here we go. Hollywood has opened the pot to 100 with the ace-10 suited.
Can we see that bloody face again for the $100 3-bet? Let's see the bloody face. Every time Hollywood 3-bets, we should have a bloody face.
It's a really big open. I don't think it was actually 3-bet. I think it was like it was a straddle and then a call, and Hollywood just bombed the pot with the ace-10.
I like that. Can you imagine if
If the straddle woke up?
You know, like 100 things just went through my mind. Can you imagine, man, like if somebody had a hand?
The worst.
You ever get in those conversations? Those
yeah.
like,
no.
what if, man?
Yeah.
Like if I had 3-bet that flop, and then like, man, if someone had any of that, I'm just crazy.
It's like every poker table you're like, oh man, you're lucky a club didn't come.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I want a shirt that says no one cares what you folded, and I want to wear it all day.
Right. So Waprai, he's got the $7 straddle on. He's gonna wake up here with a huge hand for the straddle. We love that in the straddle. Alicia is gonna raise to 12 to min raise.
So Alicia's actually putting in a 3-bet here, is she not?
It's actually a raise.
Because
now
Waprai
makes 25 to go.
6,
Four-way
10, 7
action.
on the flop, 2 hearts.
So this is a good board for Nav. For Nav because he's blocking the 8-9. Unfortunately, Waprai has the 8-9, and we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Alicia's got 2 overs. No, that's AA Ron. I apologize. Reasons.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of things.
Things aren't easy.
Nav's just gonna call. I like Waprai's lead here. 6, 7, 10 suited is gonna get checked through so many times that we're actually losing value by someone who's not donking here. Now the board pairs on the turn. If anyone had a set, Waprai probably feels that he would have heard about it on the flop. So his 8-9 here should still be very safe. There are 2 flush draws on board now. He can get value from a lot of hands.
Now tell me, is it so 2010 to raise with your set on the flop? Or do you want to keep people in? Depends on the board, wet or dry.
Depending on board texture, I mean,
Because with a set, you'd want to raise that flop, no?
Yeah, you can get value from a lot of hands. Mind you, we don't want to get,
We don't
4-bet, but we want to get called. So Waprai leads 70 now.
Why did you ruin my beautiful picture of my raising on the flop?
Nav, he can now catch an 8 for the boat. Mind you, we know that's going to be really hard for him to
Or
hit.
catch a 9 for a chop. So he's...
So part of it, you got to, once again, we can't always think about just our hand getting there. We got to think about bluff outs as well. Nav might be able to bluff a heart. The problem is like the way, the posturing, the way, the body language here on the turn. If he had a heart draw, I don't think there'd be as much him hawing going on right here. If a heart were to come, I don't think Waprai would believe him. So maybe by now we have no bluff outs. Or Waprai probably feels
that's one of the problems with becoming too friendly and starting to chit chat with another player. Your bluffs start to leave, dissipate, because what do you the game's getting too friendly.
I don't know. I shoved on a lot of my friends last night. And then we play poker. Yeah.
Nav, behold the chip stack of Nav. Chip Lita from Canada coming here to spank all the Californians.
Yeah, he just lost the pot to a Californian, so.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Timing's everything. How's yours?
Horrible.
Yeah. Waprai for the win.
Delish.
Coffee tastes good.
Coffee. We talk. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm getting verklempt.
People limping along here.
Bill doesn't look like a Bill.
What is he, like a Dave?
Like a Maximilian. Like a Max.
I think you're reaching.
Ace, deuce, 5 on the flop. 2 clubs.
Waprai, a pair of 5s, inside straight draw. Aaron, same inside straight draw. He'd make a better straight, should a 3 fall. 6 now. Now Aaron makes a better pair. Best pair, best draw. He's gonna bet it. Waprai. Small bet, little tickler bet. What the hell is that? He bet 6.
Tickler, really.
Club falls on the river.
Aaron's winning with a 6.
Waprai should have bet that card. If Aaron was leading clubs on the turn, he's never checking him on the river. Pair of, what's Waprai beating that Aaron would lead?
It's a $12, $21 pot.
I know, but reasons. We're on the stream, goddammit, and you're Waprai.
And Waprai's looking handsome tonight. Don't hate him.
I saw that smile. It was a good smile.
He's a handsome guy,
Yeah,
and
he knows what he's doing.
famous
He knows
around the poker world.
Is he famous or is he infamous?
A little bit of both. Can you not be both? Biggie Smalls was famous and infamous.
Where'd that get him?
We all know. Why do you have to ask the challenging questions? Are we doing a documentary? Or are we hosting a poker show?
Why can't we do both?
I just found your calling. I just found your calling. The new Oprah. The bearded male Oprah.
Wow. Yeah.
Anytime Brian folds a hand, my heart hurts.
It hurts.
Waits. Come on, Nav. Let's give Canada some pride.
I swear to God, Nav, you limp. God damn it.
How do you limp 9-6 of hearts? You don't limp that
Don't open
hand.
limp. Just don't open limp, period.
Well, yeah,
No,
don't
we
open limp, period. But you just cap your range and things.
God damn it. Reasons we don't.
Yes. 4-way to a flop.
4-way flaccid flop. King 9 deuce rainbow. Aaron's gonna hit his king. Waprai and Nav hit their 9s. $12 pot.
Mega donor, what's up?
Okra. I love it. King on the turn. Aaron's got trip kings. He checked back the flop. Nav feels now pretty good about his 9. I think Aaron should have raised. After he checked back flop, it's harder for him to rationally have a king in the mind of a lot of 1-3 players.
3 of hearts on the turn. Pretty much a brick.
And I don't think Nav should be betting. And I don't think Aaron should be just calling.
Look, in Canada we do things differently. We just call running water and electricity. Okay, so let me talk to you about the gamble in Canada. You will never.
Or lack thereof.
No, a lot of gamble. Nav is like the most. Nav's just getting warmed up. I'll just tell you that. Nav has got some gamble in him. I know it because he's Canadian, and it's just like in our blood. You will.
Maple syrup was in your blood.
And so is maple syrup. And
right.
Tim Hortons. But you will see like 6 people to a river, and most of them have like ace high, king high, 10 high.
And there's like $19 in the pot.
And no,
And a 5.
stop!
And a 5.
Out of the booth! Out of the booth!
Yeah, down to 11. Yeah, betting that river with 9-10. I mean, if you think pocket 8s, something like that's gonna call you down. It's kind of weird. I really feel it's just like we turn a pair of 9s into a bluff there. The thing was that there really wasn't any draw that came on the turn that we could rationally thought that Aaron would have checked back flop and then called turn with.
So Aaron's putting in a raise here to 13 with a queen 10 diamond. Stop smoking. Waprai's gonna call with an ace 8 suited. I like it.
Boyana's gonna defend the straddle.
And it looks like Brian's in the hand too. Deuce 3-5 on the flop. Rainbow. Looks like nothing for nobody. We haven't seen Brian's cards yet.
Waprai's got an inside straight draw with his ace. Couple overs. This should... what the...
Are you 90?
Deuce 3-5 misses Aaron's opening range, just huge.
Are you
huge.
90?
I usually am. Ace on the turn. Brian's
got his cards on
playing poker.
the reader. Checked around, 6 on the turn. Now a 4 completes a straight.
Brian needs to bet. Thank you.
Rick and Barstow, thank you so much. He's saying, Veronica, good to see you again. Welcome back.
I really would like to see Wop right raise. Deuce 3-5 misses Aaron's opening range line. I mean, if he's betting there, he really should have overpairs. On Deuce 3-5, yes, Wop right still can have some straights, but out of position is really hard. Let's say if you're Aaron there with a hand like pocket 7s, pocket 8s, even pocket 9s, something like that. I mean, how much more money you really want to put in the pot out of position on that board? I mean, Wop right can easily still have sets. He can have a lot of equity if he has any ace in his hand.
Moral of the story, 3-bet more. Free bet
3-bet more, raise more, start bombing
do things
pots.
more.
Blunt force trauma.
Can I borrow $500?
Did you not see my Snapchats last night?
I'm just asking. I want to sit down in this game.
And run it over? Bill, pocket 10s, and we love it.
We love lots of things, but hate most things.
Yeah, we hate most things.
But we love pocket 10s and a call. $6 call. Can we start
there's huge side action on my head exploding, and people are just like, no, we're just gonna flat everything, and his head's gonna like blow up in the booth, and I'm like, I bet the house on it.
When we renew our contracts, we need to start drinking on 1-3 games that are not Veronica and Friends. Right?
King, queen. Nav's got a lot of kings. Jeff has got a lot of kings and is in a lot of trouble.
Ace could come, they could chop.
Jesus, everyone's checking.
That's your inside voice that got out.
Jeff's not checking. Jeff plays poker. He's gonna bet his trip kings.
T. Burke, what's up? Dondu 111, what is up? Nice to see you. D Mondi, flat 10s. So stupid, he said. Yeah, I wouldn't flat 10s there, but.
Jeff's gonna bet 75. Now Jeff might be curious.
Nav's gonna play the.
Jeff checks it back.
Awesome roll. Oh.
Good check back.
Yep. I think Nav could have got some value out of Jeff. I think Jeff calls. If Jeff has a king, Nav could have got some money out of him. And Jeff had a king, and Nav could have got some money out of him. Jeff's not folding a king there.
Well, obviously, and I guess we can the problem is Jack 10 got there. So one of the only draws that we would think our opponent might have there is Jack 10. The 9 comes off, so that gets there. So one thing if like an off card like a 6 or a 4, something well, not a 4, hopefully for sake, because Jeff had a king 4. But if something comes off where the only draw there or the only apparent draw bricks, then I think leading makes sense. Kind of go back to that other hand that he played, where we saw him check call lead against Brian with 2 pair. When the problems with the 9 comes there, the only draw got there, so then leading, it's not the best spot to get value from like a hand because obviously we're not expecting our opponent to have a king.
Only a Jack 10.
We're trying to get value from a queen.
Only a Jack 10. We're trying to get value out of a worse king.
Worse king or a queen. But how many worse kings are there now? King 8 now. There's the only king that we're beating.
What? This is 1-3. There's a lot of worse kings.
We're not counting on our opponent to have king 4 there. King 9 made a bow. King 10 we're chopping with. King Jack,
you obviously
king
play
queen,
a different game
ace
than
king
me.
beats us.
Okay.
How many people play king 8? I mean, my name is Jeff. Jeff had king 4, but who plays king 8?
GYUGGD asks, are those play poker professionally?
Well, they drink professionally.
They drink professionally. They drink wine professionally.
And they are damn good at it. And that's all that matters, really, isn't it?
That is all that matters.
Have a good time. The sun's gonna burn out. We're all gonna die. Reasons.
You understand me.
I comprende.
Yeah. I love that Nav.
That's French, but I get it.
Is it? Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I only took school in Canada, so. Nav is active in a lot of pots and now leading out here for 30.
It's
With
an
a 10.
interesting line by Nav. I don't know. Like maybe as this game develops more, I might have a hard time making science of Nav's plays here, and maybe so will the other players. Jeff's gonna call. Jeff's now open-ended. Brian says, "Eat it."
Eat.
I got a hole one pair, and you ain't got much, kid.
Yeah, and I've seen this game before, and I'm not playing it. That's
Brian
what
feels
says.
that Nav's trying to lay his own price to draw here. Might have a hand like Queen Jack, which is hard because Brian's got King Queen. I'm not in love with the raise, but Brian obviously has a feel for where this game's at right now. Jeff's open-ended.
The only thing about
Says
that
no.
raise is it gets two hands that are worse to fold.
Brian, I think, was actually expecting and hoping for calls there, I feel. We're raising King Queen there. We're obviously not trying to get better to fold.
So if you look to the left of your screen, that guy's a troublemaker. If you see him run the other way.
Dan the Carpet Man.
Dan the Carpet Man, he's made final tables in our tournaments before, and he's a troublemaker. Don't trust him if he asks to borrow $500,000.
He's good for it.
Yeah.
Poker's strange. You know, and when you see, we see plays, at the 1025 level that it's when you get players like what? Stop. Say what? Say what again? Anyhow.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to my dad, but yeah, go ahead.
Plays at the 1025 level, you get a couple of really creative, really aggro players in that level. Put 5-10.
Brian.
5-10, 5-5. There's a little bit more even keel thinking going on. When you get into games like 1-3, it can get such a smash up. And trying to rationalize hands, I feel like you're almost, unfortunately it's not as sexy, but you're almost better off playing like ABC poker sometimes in these games and just playing straightforward. Is where you're making your most money.
Brian's raising to 16, gets called by Bojana and Aaron. Sometimes 1-3 is the game where people go to have fun and have a few drinks and just eat and chill.
Set $900 on fire, which is why we love the 1-3 here at Stones.
Smoke it like Snoop. Mega Donor, what is up? Welcome to the chat. Great name. Swiper the Monkey.
Players get to pick their seats. If there's a dispute over seat position, they will draw for the seat. Ace 9-10, two hearts. Brian's got Ace Queen. A little something for everyone here on this spot. Boyana's out of position. She's not going to check call the Queen 10. She got backdoor hearts, but she says no. Brian's got backdoor nut hearts and a pair. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor heart draw, pair. He led for 20, and Brian popped him to 60. 40 to call. And we're going to peel. Aaron says yes. Jack on the turn. Gives both players an inside straight draw. Each other would make two pair if either one of them made a straight. Could be kind of a fun hand.
Brian's still ahead here with an ace, though.
Okay, so now we see Aaron lead again here. Brian just calls.
6 of diamonds on the turn. Essentially a brick.
Here's the hard part. Aaron checks. Brian's got to feel he's good here. The problem is, what's he going to get called by? He's got to bet. I think he's going to bet here. You got to bet small or check back. I think check back's okay.
Jake 3D9, what's up? Okay, so Democrats Are Fish says, can someone please explain to me the difference between a mixed strategy and a pure strategy and why we should only deviate our mixed hands to exploit?
Why we should only deviate our mixed hands to exploit. So a lot of it's going to vary a lot on how deep we are. So you might play a certain hand one way, depending on if you're playing 100 bigs, you're playing another way if you're 200, 400, 500 bigs. Sometimes these games can get
Your
weird.
range can also expand with the size of your stack.
Correct.
Should.
Also, and player dependency, sometimes depending on the competency level of your opponents, you can get really just egregious and exploit. Versus if you're playing against more competent opponents, so you need to be playing more tight of the vest, a more sound, game theory type strategy. If I think I understand your question, which I probably didn't.
Jake wants to know if it's live.
I'm not falling for it. Not
It
this
took
time.
a year for you to not fall for
1
it.
year, and I'm
Only a
not
year.
going for it. So-
Looks like there's a straddle from out of Hollywood, or is this a raise?
So, last hand. Well, let me know if something happens here, but like, last hand. We saw Aaron lead for 20. Brian pops him. Top pair, second kicker. He calls. Leads, then Aaron leads super small again. Leads out for the same 20. You see that a lot from a lot of players that are like trying to lay their own price to draw. If I was, I love raising 2 streets in a row, which is ace queen on ace 10, 9, XX with 2 flush draws. But like, if you really feel, it would seem apparent that he's either just trying to get the showdown, and which I don't think he'd be trying to do with 2 pair plus. He'd be trying to like extract some value with 2 pair plus, or he's trying to lay his own press to draw. I think we could actually, in a weird kind of a weird way, raise there for Brian. Get led into, raise, get led into, raise, and actually want to get called. And hopefully we fade it like hearts or something like that, you know? Know what I mean?
With just the ace.
Yeah, kind of weird spot. I mean, with that really small lead, unless we think our opponent's competent enough or capable of making a little tickle pro bet to try to induce a raise, then if that's the case, because I mean, so many players
Is
just
he not doing a little bit of pot control there with just the small?
Yeah, it's pot control. So it's 3's full here for Aaron.
And Brian, with just an ace, doesn't want to get raised, so maybe he's just calling.
Yeah, I know. It's weird because in that particular hand, when that particular hand was played, I think Brian actually could consider raising the turn for value. I mean, like I said, normally
it's such a tough spot
you don't
there.
we don't want to be playing big pots with 1 pair on the turn, right? Raising 2 streets with just 1 pair. That's kind of a no.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. The way like we make that little bet like that, unless we think our opponent is capable of making that little pro bet.
Bojana just paid off Ace's run.
It happens. We pay off sometimes. God knows I do.
Me
but
too.
I'm saying, like, unless we think our opponent's capable of doing that, I think raising actually there in a weird way is kind of fine.
E1080, I know nothing about marine biology, but we can talk about astrophysics.
That's true.
Kappa. He gave me a little bit of Kappa. It's okay. I get it. Yeah, man.
Man.
I get you.
You feel me? Nah. Nah.
If anybody can break down a 1-3 game to like the 1/1,000,000th of a sliver of like figuring out reasons, it's you.
I probably would have clicked back. If he leaves 20, I'm probably gonna make it like 50. Just like, all right, you want to get there?
I'm just gonna let
hither.
you know we're
want you to
not
fold.
talking about that hand for the next 2 hours. We're just not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
Come on.
We're done. Come on. Action's on Brian.
Like 1 pair and we like dive into the hand like 3's full and we're like, oh, whatever. He had the best hand. Who cares?
You saw my tweet.
I try not to, but I do. Well, Yana now, she's gonna open up the pot.
Mega donor cosmology? No.
She makes it 15 to go. Bill's gonna defend the 6-7.
Top 2 pair Murph. I know. We have our own aces Rons out here,
Wait,
but
did
yeah.
Bill fold 6-7 of hearts?
He may have. Nav's leaning out here on the button. Checked around to him. Looks like, was that a $30 bet? What are you like? What's going on with you?
My AIDS flaring up.
Your AIDS flares up very often. Bojana's just calling. Turn is an ace of clubs.
Better for Boyano's range than it is for his. And we lead here, Boyana. There we go. She knows what's up. Range advantage. Nav's just got a pair of 4s. Boyana's now led 2 streets. He's got to give her credit for something.
Farrell Ave, FAT5. What is up? Welcome to the stream. Don Duo 111 hates when his AIDS flares up also.
Yeah, it's a hard life. It's a hard life.
It's not easy.
Boyana knows what's up. We love it. That's why we have that little rope there. It's like, we might need to move the rope back.
I was just gonna say, like, I didn't want to say it, but you know, you get a lot of being a blonde. You get a lot of bystanders. Bystanders just like walking by, want to talk, and you're trying to play.
Sweet baby Ray, one of the best in the house,
Sweet baby Ray.
and we love it.
He gave me so many hugs today. It was good times. You don't get that many.
I'm gonna have to make a little prop bet with Ray, or a little side bet. Like Ray's a Dolphins fan, they lock up a playoff spot. I'm a Steelers fan, we lock up a playoff spot.
Raiders
Who cares for the Raiders?
locked up a player spot.
A player spot, a playoff spot. Yeah, but Derek Carr broke his leg, so they're done.
Shut up.
Anyhow, but so like there's a good chance that like those teams are gonna like meet. And also Matt Holtzclaw, who I love, he's a Dolphins fan, so I'm gonna have like some like multi-way action here in the playoffs.
Did you finish your Matt Holtzclaw tattoo?
Not yet. Yeah.
Just wondering how it's coming along.
It's what he doesn't know is that I'm gonna get him like with a Steelers hat on. It's gonna like
He will die. He would die. Oh, what I wouldn't pay to have that tattoo on you.
what wouldn't you? Like let's get really
Matt with a Steelers hat on.
That actually might be the bet. I'll actually bet him if the Steelers win, he has to wear a Steelers hat during the stream. And if the Dolphins win, I'll like
He
wear a
would
Dolphins
hate
hat.
every minute of it.
No, he wouldn't. It's fine.
No, he would hate it. I know him, you know him, we know him. He would hate it.
He would die inside, but I would, I
But
would be
we
okay
love
with it.
it.
I would be, yeah, we would
But
love it.
we love it.
We would love it.
Watbry,
Got the old tin fur.
tin for 10, king 3 on the flop. Watbry
Open
flops a little bit of
back row flush draw.
Watbry right now with mid pair. It's kind of a flip right now. Nine
call.
of diamonds on the turn.
Disco.
Disco for Brian.
He checks back. 9 gets there. I don't think he's gonna get any value out of Watbry. He's gonna check back a lot of kings there as well. Wow, Watbry's gonna pay. He beats busted clubs. Interesting. I think if we expect our opponent to have busted clubs, I think that we expect them to bet the turn. They can also rep the queen jack. Right?
Right.
So why we call him a 10-4? Because it's Watbry. Because sometimes you just
Because wine, man.
Because wine and wine is reasons.
I'm actually surprised that Nab's not drinking wine since we're in California.
I'm surprised he's not like drinking like a chalice of maple syrup
No, that's what we do in the morning.
in the morning to get your
That's
day
a
going,
morning
to get your day
routine,
started.
yes.
Go out there.
You have to walk through like 10 feet of snow just to open your door.
To kickstart your elk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, to kickstart your elk. We just got electricity there.
We need a little cooperation from the deck. We need some smash up hands here.
And, you know, I was talking to the tech guys in the back, those guys. They were saying that that's like they live and die for smash up hands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, so does everyone else.
And we just like laugh and like, oh my god, that guy can't pay his mortgage now.
Like I haven't been able to in 2 months.
Right.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Because reasons.
Yeah.
Because
Vegas.
wine is reasons.
And it wasn't strippers this time, though. It really is.
It was peeling the turn. too many times.
Can you peel that turn again for me? I love it. Looks like we're 4-way to a flop. Jack 8 deuce, 2 clubs.
Hollywood, not club. Jeff's got top pair. Nav's got a pair of deuces. No one's got much of anything here. $48 in the pot. We know what Hollywood's gonna bet. I'd expect him to bet big. Bets 19. Ain't gonna be enough to scare away Jeff. Alicia with a king 10. Nothing going on there. And now Nav's thinking about overcalling with the deuce? No, there he goes. All right, we fold.
Kev Attack said that I look like a coked out Peggy Hill.
Club on the turn. And Hollywood's got it locked up.
Let's see if Hollywood can Hollywood this.
I think checking back's an option here.
Yeah.
We're gonna even run off all our opponents' marginal jacks. Definitely run off all their 8s. Run off the 9-10. I think we check back there as soon as we induce some bluffs on the river. Yeah, but it's also opponent dependent.
Your opponent folds top pair to you. You have to have alarms going off in your head when your opponents are starting to fold top pair to you.
Right.
Right?
So I know how I
it's
feel
a
about that.
wet board, don't get me wrong. But if you've got that, McRoberts, who can I throw in that personality range that's going to get called with top pair? It's like, oh, it's that guy, I'm calling. And then you get paid off.
Yeah. There's players. There's people. How do you feel about, I know how I feel. How do you feel about showing that you can make a fold at a poker table? Showing that you can fold top pair. So I feel like some players kind of like look how smart I am.
It depends.
Oh God! Way to lay that up.
It depends. It depends. Like some people don't even frickin' notice anything you do, right? And then I guess if you want to play the part of
6, 7, 8 in the chat, and we love it.
6, 7, 8, and we love it. We need to get a shirt that says 6, 7, 8, and we love it.
Yes, we
right?
do.
Yes,
right.
we do. It's a 678 bot, though, so it's not really him. It's just a robot that he's programmed to talk like him.
Well, I'm wearing my 678 chonies, so I don't know about you.
My thong. My 678 thong.
And we love it.
And we love it.
So Ace King in for Boyana. Alicia is going to get away from the 9-10 of clubs.
Why?
And we don't love that.
And no, that's wrong. That's a wrong move. So we don't like it.
I feel like a lot of players, when they show top pair, are like, oh, look how smart I am. Like, I know that you're beat, and they're like, oh, like.
It almost can get under your opponent's skin if they have you beat, and they can see that they're playing badly.
I feel like all you're doing is telling your opponents, like, hey, bluff me, rep the card.
Yes.
And they are drinking
champagne.
Drinks.
Oh, come into my apartment, have some champagne.
I think you might be able to see your apartment from that window.
You get me, man.
Yeah. I agree with D1 Mondi. Never show. Never show. Someone showing bluffs, you're gonna send an opponent over the edge. I don't feel like ever showing that you're capable of making big folds works in your advantage.
And I was just about to say that I don't like showing at all, especially to decent players. I don't want to give them any information. And although the player you're playing against may not be paying attention or is a great player,
it's
but
the other knuckleheads at the table.
The other knuckleheads at the table might be paying attention.
Yeah.
And they see that they can push you out of top pair.
You're rubbing it in the fish's face, but all the other sharks around you, all they do is smell blood.
And that's all they do when they see me playing at a poker table.
Mm-hmm.
Proper 3-bet says, now the table will open up their ranges. Thanks, alcohol.
Let there be range.
I love 678 bot. It's so much better than real 678.
Oh my God. Alicia's gonna limp 3s under the gun. Boyana makes it 16 to go with the 7-4 of clubs. Nav is gonna 3-bet the 8s to 32.
And I love it.
What's back now? Tell me.
Do you want to love me forever?
I would love Boyana
Alicia.
to 4-bet here.
I love Alicia's hand. I love Alicia's hand. I love set mining more than
V-Cross Poker in the chat.
What's up, V-Cross Poker? I almost said more than Robert Smith's.
Hey.
What's up, V-Cross Poker? Psycho Killer.
For protection.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba 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 ba.
Boyana is now going to take the lead here on the turn.
Nevelak says, cheering for Nav because reasons. Damn right. You know what those reasons are? Canada. Get out of the booth! You're fired!
Right? What's wrong with me?
AIDS, man.
So once Nav checks back flop and then calls turn, Boyana knows that he's going to have some showdown value, and it's going to be really hard to get him off on that river card. She's got to give up the pot. She hates it, but she knows it. I would have loved to see her 4-bet. I just don't know if we're deep enough to 4-bet there. She had about 400 back.
Shove it.
So she opens 16. He makes 32. Do we think that we might have
Why
some sort
can't
of
she 4-bet? Why? Tell me where it's going wrong. Why can't she do it like 100?
I'd rather do it deeper. Otherwise, when we're only 400 back there, we're gonna like, okay, he makes it 32. So what's our 4-bet sizing gonna be? 75 to 100, somewhere in that window.
100.
100. Okay, so then we're only gonna have 3 back. If he calls, there's 2 in the pot, so we have an SPR of like 1.5. And it's gonna. What hands can we really now? What are we gonna like 4-bet jam flop?
Because champagne.
And he's gonna be laid a hell of a price to call with a lot of hands.
Yeah.
And so the problem is, it's gonna be really hard to bluff. I mean, if we're deeper, I would love it more. We're like on the cusp there.
This is where we talk about how we love to have 500 big blinds,
Yes,
1,000 big blinds,
4-bet, we can 5-bet bluff.
6-bet.
Poker gets really sexy. The deeper you go, the sexier it gets.
8, 10, king, 2 hearts on the flop. Aaron's got the ace of hearts. Bojana's got 3 of hearts, but that's pretty much it. Everyone's got champagne and a dream.
Joe Flat 77 asked, would you see bet 8-8 on the 9-10 or 10-10-9 flop? And I totally agree with 6-7 here. Quarter to third pot with almost the entire range. Absolutely.
Chow said that he would do some creative things with me. I'm too out of shape for those things. Sorry.
5 of clubs comes off on the turn. Yeah, and absolutely. I think quarter to third pot is about right on 10-10-9 when we have pocket 8s. Somewhere around there. We're gonna encourage all the a lot of worse hands to peel. We can get value from and plus from worse. So like so she's got like 7s, 6s, any kind of pocket pair. She's probably gonna peel.
Did you read Nemo Forevermore?
I like to show my strong hands on pre-flop folds when short-handed with callings with call stations when most of my raises on the wider side.
Demon D says Jake likes it deeper.
I thought I said that. 500 bigs or better, baby.
I want to shove a lozenge down your pie hole very deep.
I want to put my chips in your pot.
I know. No, her hard words are.
They're worse. So it looks like Bill is going to open up here to 15 with the ace-queen suited. Alicia, she's going to flat the jack-10 suited in the small blind, and a hello
Nice.
pocket jack for Bayana. She's just going to call.
Oh, I don't love it.
Bill hasn't been playing a lot of hands.
Queen 9 deuce on the flop. 2 clubs.
Open into straight draw for Alicia here. Bayana, she's caught in the middle now. Bill's got top pair, top kicker. Alicia leads into the razor. Bayana's gonna make the call. She might feel that she can outplay Alicia on later street. In position.
Free roll.
Top.
47 once in this game. Get in here, baby. We'll get your name on the list. You just have to get into Sacramento skee ball.
Bill's just gonna call.
Oh, good God. Ace on the turn.
Top 2 for Bill. I actually think on the flop, raising for value is an option for Bill. With a lead and a flat, I think there's a lot of worse hands and draws you can get value from top there. I think flatting's fine too. I think flatting's okay. But I think raising actually is a consideration. I mean, it's one of those weird spots where, or not weird spots, or even rare spots where we actually raise 1 pair for value on the flop. Plus we keep hands like aces and kings on our range. So we go check here to Bill. And now we bet. And we bet a lot of chips. Come on, baby.
Yeah, just grab that
chips.
stack, shove
Perfect.
it.
There we go, and I like
shove it. Put it in like you mean it. Pull
Slap
my hair
it around
while
and
you
call
do
it your
it.
Sally.
Action's on Alicia. What is she gonna do here? Open-ended.
We can get value from a lot of hands. He bets 80. I think it's fine. He's also setting himself to get it in on the river. If he gets called here, it's an easy river shove. As it is, I think it's an okay, fine river shove. If he gets 1 call here, he'll be shoving about 2/3 to 3/4 pot on river. Now, something for Alicia to consider, we were talking about bluff outs. She knows that she's good if an 8 or a king comes off.
Oh.
Wow.
230 in the pot. and it was $80 to call. I don't know. What do you think about that fold? She had 5 to 1. She's 4 to 1. She's 4 to 1.
4 to 1.
She's 4 to 1 to win.
If you factor in that you can also, if you think you can also bluff a club, it's a call. If you think a club comes off and you can jam, then it's a call. If not, if we are only drawing to our king or our 8, folding's fine.
Is this how you pay other people's mortgages?
Too soon. Too soon.
What? I paid like 3 people's mortgages in Vegas this weekend. Their kids were like, let's go to Toys R Us. Okay. There was this blonde at the table. She donated.
Yeah.
You know, Fenkel Ave FAT5 just puts faces out there, and I think it's valid. I think it's creative. I think it's fresh, and I love it. He's the Lady Gaga of Twitch.
Who is this?
Fenkel Ave FAT5 just puts a like random emoji up all the time.
And we love it.
And we love it.
Bill, under the gun, makes it 15 to go with the ace king. Hollywood's gonna come along with pocket 5s. Jeff comes along with a hijack with a king 9 offer. I'm not in love with it.
Nap's got 10s.
And we're gonna, well, and we're facing the under the gun open. I think flatting's okay here. Cali Kid free roll 47 is in the house, and I think right now he's hammering one of the other deep 1-3s or the 2-5.
And people are standing in front of us checking their Powerball tickets. Hopefully we'll get a percentage.
So Nav does 3-bet here. He makes it 45 to go.
And in Canada, we call that maple syrup,
I would
yes.
almost prefer a larger 3-bet sizing here, especially facing an under the gun open. We're really encouraging him to call here, and we're going to be playing the hand out of position.
Woo! What is going on? Bill grabbed himself by the kahunas.
Says, welcome to America. I got
Yeah.
ace king.
Welcome to
and
America.
A bald eagle and a Budweiser.
Yeah, America. Canadians. He just like took his backhand to Canada and he went like this.
678. Thanks for stopping by. Bill's gonna jam it.
It's not 678. It's 678 bot. 678 sleeping right now on the pillow. On his pillow. That's his bot.
Did you see?
You didn't know about the person that cleans his house? It's a bot.
So versus an under the gun open and then a 4-bet jam. It's a big jam.
It is a big
What do you do
jam.
here if you're Nav?
If I'm Nav and I'm shorter stacked, I call instantly, obviously, because I just want to rip it. But he's got too many chips.
We fold. We fold.
He's got too many chips.
We fold.
Free roll 47 said he's repping Canada. Damn rights. Alberta, what's up? Bam. Stuck on it. Proper 3-bet says. Ricky Barstow says America. America just stuck it to Canada like that one time they did it every time.
You know what they call a bald eagle here in America? It's a freedom pterodactyl.
Your jokes are just getting worse every day. Wait until you're 65. No one's going to invite you anywhere. Oh God, Jake's coming. We didn't invite him. How did he find out? I thought you blocked him on Twitter.
You can block me on Twitter. You can't block me in real life. Unless you ask my pro officer.
You and my dad are the same person, by the way.
Restraining orders galore. Same. Hey, Aaron's got a lot of kings.
And we love it. Free roll says New Brunswick. What?
Yeah.
We cheers to New Brunswick. Cheers to New Brunswick. New Brunswick.
Need more coffee.
Saskatchewan too. We always cheers to Canada though.
Hey, A1 makes it 13 to go. Kings. Alicia's Queen Jack suited in the cutoff. She makes a call. Boyana, she's got position. The 9-10 offer. She comes along as well. Is this Nav in the tank in the small blind?
Is he squeezing here? Is he like coming up with a crazy squeeze? It just calls.
I'd rather see a 4-bet
Hollywood,
fold.
this is not Ace Jack. Is not a calling hand right now.
Hollywood limped.
Do you limp there with Hollywood's hand?
I don't
in that position?
limp.
I'm just asking what you would do.
Not limp.
Ace 7 deuce on the flop. Bunch
Aces
of
for
aces.
Nav and Hollywood. Hollywood's best, of course, with his jack kicker.
And aces Ron says, of course, it's science. Anytime you have kings and ace flops.
Checks through. Gives an 8. Yeah, and he got an 8. Boyana's alive and well. Now Nav's going to lead out with his ace. Hollywood is going to click back. He's going to raise him. It's a lead from 20 from Nav. Hollywood makes it 50. Sorry, lead for 15, raised to 45. Aaron with kings. No, raised to 33. What the hell's happening in poker anymore? Net 15, raised to 33. Now, part of this, if Hollywood someone thinks his kicker might be in a marginal spot, which I have no reason why you would think a kicker's in a marginal spot here with ace jack on this board, the way this hand is played out, we're facing a lead from the small blind. Sometimes by raising small here, you'll get checked. It'll ensure that you get checked too on river, and you can just like check back and show your hand down. But I don't know if we really want that. I think we go for value with our ace jack. Maybe that's what he's doing. If he raises here, he better be betting river. If he checks back river, I'll probably slap someone around. Boyana, open-ended.
It's not gonna be me.
No.
Top 2 pair. Murph asks if Canada's ever been in a war. Only when we're choosing between Molson Canadian and Molson Canadian Light.
World War II. Molson. Small value bet from Hollywood. Not a lot to rep there if you're Boyana.
Rick and Barstow says kings at stones equals a dead hand. You know, it seems that way, right? We should do a statistical analysis on our live stream. This is where people lose a lot of money with an ace.
Now, there's 200 in the pot. The bet's 33. We don't fold. Nav has to make the call. He's getting too good of a price. We pay the man his money.
Pay this man his money. Give me my Oreo cookie.
Muerco? How am I mispronouncing that? I don't know. Get on down here, Stone's Gambling Hall, Citrus Heights, California, just outside Sacramento. Our state capital.
Sacramento.
I don't know that song.
You just sang it. You sang it. Just outside Sacramento. The old man's creeping up on you faster than you can handle it.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
Sacramento.
I don't know this stuff. Monica says one aggressive player would destroy this table. You never want to be the only one giving action. So like, it's funny you say that, okay, like Brian there in seat 2. We see Brian play. We see him. He's hammering at the 1-3 right now. He plays, our 10-25 as well. Brian wants to play poker, and Brian is oftentimes that aggro type player. But the problem is oftentimes when you run into spot tables like this, if you think you're up against a bunch of like calling stations, I'm not saying that's what everyone's table is, but sometimes if you think you have that perception of the table, then getting aggro, all it's going to do is you're producing the game.
Give away money.
Yeah, you're setting money on fire.
Brian is such a competent player. He can adjust his game to. I've seen him adjust to a 10-25, 1-3.
How'd that go? How is he adjusting his game?
Sacramento. Donk's gonna donk, TX Poker 30 says. Yeah, even the best of us can. So it looks like Aces Ron is putting in a little bit of a race to 28. Gets called by Brian, gets called by Nav, and now gets called by Hollywood. 5 deuce 9, all spades.
Both Brian and Nav have a spade, but I don't see anyone putting a lot of money into this pot.
Interesting that only Hollywood pairs up here with 5s.
I'm sorry. 10 on the turn is Aaron, top pair, top kicker. We can get value from any single spade and or straight draw now. I think Aaron should be betting. He is going to.
Mustack 707, welcome to the game. Anytime you want to be down here, we all love your wine and beer gifts and champagne. I still had a straw in my purse the other day from Mustack's champagne.
Spade. Not what Aaron wanted to see. Here's the thing about it. Betting here would just be silly. Turning your hand into a bluff is just silly. Because we're not. If our opponent called with a spade, draw on the turn, he's not folding now that he gets there. Also, if he just called with a 10, we have the best 10. I love Brian is going to value bet the seven of spades. He's a sick, sick bastard. He
But
bets
we
small.
love it.
And now Nav, who's notched, is thinking about looking up a fold. He gets away.
Good fold. Good fold, Nav. Handsome and smart.
There's 303 in the pot. He bets 25. Brian's sick. He says, come hither.
Life is so good when you're Brian. He clearly cannot choose the wine in front of him. 1.4K in a 1-3 game. Of course, it's minuscule compared to a Veronica and Friends game.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know what happened to my game.
Grain
Wine.
alcohol. Yeah, and wine.
Yeah, it's just become a glorious mess. Like, what can I compare to Nirvana in the 90s? It's the best.
It is. It's the best.
I was going to say Kurt Cobain before the gun, but I didn't want to hurt you.
I wore my flannel shirt today.
I noticed. I wore my flannel shirt today. That you choked up saying
I wore my
that.
flannel shirt today. No. All right, Brian makes 15 to go with the Jack 9 of spades. Aaron's going to defend the big blind with 6-5 offers.
Jack 9-10 on the flop.
And a spade.
A little bit of a rainbow. Backdoor spade draw for Brian. Brian leads out here.
Check that fold.
Aces run just folds. Alicia's talking about how her husband loves Lionel Richie. I mean, who doesn't love Lionel Richie? You cry when you hear Lionel Richie, don't you? It hurts.
We just went from Nirvana to Lionel Richie. I mean, it's...
All night long, all night, all night. Come on, it's beautiful.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I can get down with some Lionel Richie.
Mustak and Angry Pollock get the table hammered? Correct. Correct. That's the only way to play 1-3. You shouldn't play 1-3 sober. It's too painful of a game. It's like playing 3-6, huh? You would know.
Oh,
You would know. It's been a year. It's like your
word.
1-year anniversary of that
No.
1-3 phenomenon.
Yeah.
Almost?
The 3-6 phenomenon.
Sorry, the 3-6.
Yeah, no, that was bad. I mean, we've all done terrible things in our life.
Yeah, that was like sleeping with a hooker without a condom, though. That was that
Yeah,
bad.
it was bad. It wasn't good. It wasn't
10,
good.
5, 6, 2 diamonds. Nothing for nobody.
Whop Rice still out in front with his pair of 9s. Diamond. Whop Right and Jeff pick up a diamond draw. Someone check raise.
Diamond on the river. No fun. Whop Ride takes it. $46 in the pot. We're bored. Give us some bets.
So it's crazy, like you said. I mean, 1-3. I mean, the 1-3 here, like it gets big. When it gets really big, though, that's what it can get. It goes 1 or 2 ways. It can get grindy though. Like where there's a bunch of us, we get all reggy and stupid and start like overthinking like hands. And there's other times when we just start like like playing 7 deuce and like
Yes.
doing shots and
Shoots.
we do the shoots.
Yes. Tell me more. I want to hear more stories.
Because reasons.
Yeah, the 1-3 is super polarized at Stones. It can become like bigger than a 5-10 and the best game theory optimal game you've played in a while because everyone in the table is like levels on levels and levels.
Yeah.
Or it can become spewy donk fest. Spewy.
And that's why we love it.
And that's why we love it. Either way, it's good. It's peanut butter. It's good on anything. You haven't tried it on everything. That's your problem. Just spread it on anything. Just try it.
Oh god. One of those polarized. V-Cross Poker. V-Cross Poker, how's Vegas happening? How's family? Are you in Cincinnati these days? Where are you streaming us from?
Yeah, Val, I was in Vegas. I didn't see you. I was gonna stalk you, but then I thought you probably.
Oh, but she saw
hit me.
you.
Probably. She was staring at me the whole time.
Nav makes it 30 to go with the ace queen. Tell me there's a straddle, right? Brian straddle. Yes, Brian straddle for 15. Oh no, it's open to 15, 3-bet to 30. Brian's gonna come along with a king 10.
And we love it. Deuce 5 queen, all hearts, Nav flop stop pair. Neither one of them has a heart.
I like the check back.
V cross poker, you're the worst. She said.
Oh, when the king gets there.
She said she saw me. I was crushing slots. Wheel of Fortune. And Megabucks, by the way.
Brian can't beat a heart. Check, check is gonna roll over 2 pair. First shows the king. And Nav's playing with the wrong color red.
Rick and Barstow, I was stalking you. We sat outside your bedroom window for a while.
Yeah, like
until the traffic light up.
How did you take the wrong turn in life to end up in Barstow?
You have to get from LA to Las Vegas.
I know you
have
went
to go
through
to
Barstow, but you like stopped in Barstow.
No, the traffic stopped.
Oh, okay.
Like stopped.
Ah, I gotcha.
Like literally stopped. The highway was a parking lot. And that's how Barstow makes money.
Yeah, no, it's really, really real.
And if you are a cult member, I always tell people this, I tweeted it, Barstow has really big pieces of land for a really good price.
Yeah.
All things considered in California.
You could like say start a cult. I mean, there's big money in making up a religion.
Like $60K for like 20 acres. But I mean, it might be radioactive land.
Yeah. Give and take.
It doesn't matter, you're all gonna drink that Kool-Aid and die anyway.
Wafry's got a lot of kings. Makes it 20 to go. Can't get any love. No love. I was helping a friend move. I want to say it was like from Chino Hills, Arizona, or whichever. Chino Hills, Arizona, not California. And we're passing this like long stretch of desert, and it's like a land like $99 an acre. But you were no joke. There was the billboards everywhere, like $99 an acre. I don't know what it is now.
But then you're living in
with
land, with hill people, and what else lives there? Snakes and cacti, which I wouldn't mind because I like cacti.
So Boyana here, I think straddles for 6.
Don't ever say cactuses in front of me.
You shouldn't have told me not to say that because now you know I'm going to say that.
We got a little raise out of Jeff. I like it. Raise to 15.
Too small.
We have a straddle for 6. Bojana just calls. Heads up to a flop. Jack, queen, deuce, 2 hearts. Nothing for nobody. Jeff still ahead with ace high.
Check
Bojana checks and folds.
And that's how we play poker, kids. It's an easy game. You get heads up, you get in position, and you just bet 3 streets until they fold.
T. Burke says he was drunk at the Keno Lounge. Yeah, I can see that.
Who is this?
T. Burke.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
He gets angry about Trump, and the Keno Lounge is the only place that gets him. Proper 3-bet says, don't hate on my land, Veronica. Snakes are kind creatures. They're like mothers with newborns, overprotective. I get it, man. I love the desert land. Rocks and snakes, man, and cacti for miles. And Jacob trees, or Joshua trees.
Joshua trees.
Whatever.
Jacob trees.
Whatever, same.
So, limp one. Tell me Jeff did not just limp 10s. Oh, it's a $6 straddle. And Jeff limp 10s. Boyana, bomb this pot with the jacks. Punish. Nav tries to check his option to straddle facing a raise. Not optimal in my opinion, but we'll see how it works out.
He was just trying to get out cheap, you know?
It's a race at 38 from Boyana. Nav, King 9 in the straddle. Is Jeff gonna go for like a weird back raise here? Limp 10s. And then get in the back raise. Hollywood, tips the dealer and folds.
I love that. Didn't even win the pot, tips the dealer.
And there's the back raise.
Yeah.
His range is capped about where he is. And Boyana should be snapping here. Beat him to the pot.
She did, yep.
She said yes.
Deep hit.
Jesus shit.
Deep hit 22 said I saw you in Vegas too. Yep.
There's hope. Oh my god. We just overset it. Boyana turned open-ended. Hope springs eternal. And he's 7 queen or jack and she gets there. And she points out that was a good turn for her. It was a very good turn for her.
She's like, did you guys actually see? Because I saw. I don't know if the rest of you saw.
If I'm not mistaken, our friend Boyana just became a citizen officially.
Oh, I need to become a citizen.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Boyana. Why are you getting me to say it like that? Bojana.
Gesundheit.
I am going to apply for my citizenship in 2017.
Because really, screw 2016, right? Am I right?
2016 can kiss my fucking ass. Sorry, I just had to. I'm gonna get pulled in the back. I mean, how often do we get pulled in the back by managers? At
These
least.
days, more often than not. Oh god.
The problem is they can't replace us for them, right? For them.
Carrie Fisher died. What's up with that?
Oh, I'm so sad. Princess Leia. David Bowie was the worst. Oh. Hollywood, Ace Queen.
JFK brought to see you in my office. Oh, I love it.
I really thought he wasn't watching because, like, he hasn't been in the chat. Number 1 headband. What's up? Please tell Hollywood I owe him for when he slow rolled me twice. I'm still steaming.
It wasn't a slow roll, it was a knit roll.
Yeah, it was a knit roll. Hollywood's got Ace Queen, raises to 11. Big time. Brian looks like, oh, that's a call.
Brian makes it 20 to go. I like the 3-bet, but I'd rather see it the sizing much, much larger here.
Five to a flop. King 5-9. 2 diamonds. Not really anything for anyone. How often do you have 5 people to a flop, 6 people to a flop, and nothing for nobody? Well, Bojana has a king.
Exactly this time.
I'm supposed to report to the principal's office, apparently. Oxio it.
Alicia.
See, I know that everyone checked to her, but I don't like this against 5 other people.
She's probably got the best of it, but I think the sizing's a little much. Where are we getting our value from? Obviously, we know diamonds come along. We probably have the best king. It was not a 3-bet pot. The only one we have to worry about... Well, no, I'm sorry, it was a 3-bet pot. But Brian didn't bet the board. And here comes Boyana. Backdoor hearts, top pair.
Calls.
I would much rather see her do this on the button than out of position here against Alicia. But sometimes folding just doesn't feel right.
Heads up to a turn. 4 of clubs. Changes nothing. Is Bojana going to do some pot control here and just check call all the way?
I think I'd like to see a check fold. I would not call that bet.
Terrible doesn't like my glasses. Let me see if I have a different pair.
I just don't love it. Boyana's got 400 back, approximately. shows the king. She folds.
Good fold.
The problem with Boyana check calling the flop is what's her plan on the turn?
You sound like a UN translator trying to explain what's going on.
I don't know how to take that, honestly. I don't watch enough, UN coverage to know. I said enough. I didn't say any. Like, don't roll your eyes at me. I'm sorry. My bad.
I don't know how you're going to hang out with Barber this weekend. I really don't.
Geez, we're gonna watch basketball.
Yeah, but I hope you read like 3 Christopher Hitchens novels or books, not novels, before you attend. Although you've been reading a lot of Sam Harris. You know, our book club. Jake and I have a book club. Reading some Sam Harris.
Read Sam Harris, kids. Get smarted.
Wasabi! Oh, he's giving the wasabi to JFK Stones. I swear he wasn't listening.
Hey, Aaron makes it 13 to go with the ace king. Waprai comes along with a 10-8 suited. Jeff's in the hand as well. Or is that Brian? I apologize. Brian calls with the 4 tray off. Boyana got worse hearts, but she's got the button. And we love that.
Terrible. Sometimes it's hard to see when 6 people flop something, that 2 of them flop something. Does that make sense?
Ace, Jack, Jack, 2 clubs. I like Aaron's check.
Queen of spades on the turn. Now a spade draw is out there.
Now we can bet if we're Aaron. I wouldn't be betting heaps. About half pot feels about right. That's 40. That's a bit much. It was a compliment.
You're always getting compliments.
Thank you.
Everybody loves you. You're the best in the world.
I don't think you're being. I think you're being sarcastic right now.
I would never be sarcastic with you. This face? I was actually hoping we would get some of our, you know, when you get a 10-25 player into a 1-3 game?
Like Brian.
Like Brian, but I was hoping a little Zach from SAC, a little bit of Matt, pitter patter. You know, a little bit of our high-end regulars and see what they do amongst the normals, the pedestrians.
Civilians.
Civilians.
See, now you're being adorned with compliments.
I'll take them.
Boyana's going to open up the pot here with the king jack off. Did Bill just throw away the 10-8 of clubs on the button?
I don't like it.
Hey, Aaron's going to defend the straddle with a queen-9 offer.
Deuce 7-3 on the flop. 2 hearts. Bojana's got the king of hearts. Not much for nobody.
Bombs the pot. Takes it down.
Did you see my Barstow picture?
I did. I did.
I put Rick in the Barstow.
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, I got
I
it.
was just making sure Rick got it, because that's the most important one to get it. You know? I like giving it to Rick.
Oh, Rick's the best.
Brian Capno says, definitely seeing some interesting ranges being played from all positions.
Yeah, and which it can be really. I mean, that's the weird thing about 1-3. It can get really kind of weird because by the time you get down river, we like to have our opponents, range narrowed down to just a small set of group of hands. In this game, good luck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I felt like the 2-5 game in Vegas was playing like a 1-2 game. Like,
And isn't that wonderful?
like I couldn't figure anything out. It's wonderful if you can hit a few cards.
Well, you just ABC poker the whole time.
Yeah, even then.
It's a $7 straddle. Jeff is going to call 7. Brian makes it 35 to go with the king 10. Waprai says, why can't I just wake up one time? Jeff's got 3. Got more than that.
Wapper, I never used your one time on this game. Jeff and Brian Let's see if we can take this to some next level action. 8, king 5, 2 spades.
Not next level enough.
Brian flops top pair. Jeff still sitting there with a lonely pair of 7s, or as we call it in Canada, hockey sticks.
It's a 3-bet pot. I think a check back here is okay by Brian. He's gonna go ahead and bet it. That's 45. And Jeff's gonna call. He's not a believer.
Whoa, 7 on the turn.
Or he is a believer and just.
Jeff Binks, or we like to call it disco, on the turn.
And I'm so checking back here every time. I'm always checking back here.
And that's what he does, exactly. He checks and lets.
No, I'm a Brian. I'm checking back.
Oh, Brian. I thought you were saying Jeff.
I mean, we can get value from spades. We get value, but like in a 3-bet pot, if our opponent had a pair.
Brian likes his pots big, you know that.
Brian likes big pots. Brian's thinking like normally this is how much I would open to pre, so let's just get some money in the pot.
A top 2 pair, Murph. No, you shouldn't be playing different, but 1-3 games tend to make people a little more relaxed if they're used to bigger stakes.
Yes, you play differently. It's opponent dependent. It doesn't matter how big the game is. It's relative to the competency of your opponents. Jeff's gonna check shove.
I don't know if I love
and let
this.
Brian off the hook. I don't love it. It's too much. I would have liked to see a call, and then if you're gonna like bomb the pot, hope that a spade bricks, and then you jam it, make it look like a busted spade draw, something like that. Hope that it doesn't put a one-liner to a straight out there. Not that we're worried about your opponent having a straight, just we're worried about killing our action.
Is Brian gonna talk himself into saying that, oh, he's just drawing to a spade?
And there's a spot here, like as Megadonor points out, too long of a tank before the check shove. I just don't think our opponent has that many bluffs.
I talk about the timing of your moves so often, and people poo-poo on it. But I'm telling you, it matters.
It's really, really real.
Yeah, that long tank is super polarized. You're either completely. You're probably gonna fold if you have air.
I mean, we lose to 8-7 suited.
Or you
Brian,
look so
the
strong.
one hand Brian might think that he's ahead of is 6-7. Maybe would have opened, called a 3-bet.
I mean, he's not gonna win the Oscar
Maybe.
for like Kathy got. The last time.
No. Kathy
Won that. Yeah, she even tweeted me about that.
Did she really?
I was like, come on, Kathy. I'm not changing my mind about this.
I think Brian can get away here. We're ahead of 6-7.
But another variable in Brian's mind is that Brian plays 10-25, man. Like, this is not a lot of money for him. Relative to the pot, it may be, but it's not a lot of money for Brian.
7 of spades. We're ahead of. I just don't think there's as many.
You know
hands.
when you can become spewy when you're playing like 5 cent, 10 cent online because it's not any money? You know, like calling everything? No? You don't do that?
I mean, me either. Brian wants to do it.
Brian wants to do a lot of things.
Get away, Brian.
Did you notice that the evolution of Brian throughout our show? How much Brian's changed? From our first show?
I'm trying to recall. Brian's like, ever since I know Brian, he's having a good time. Except the first time I met Brian. Then he was a dick.
No, I love Brian from day one.
He had position on me and he raised everything I did.
Oh, it was awesome. I'd love that.
Yeah. No, it's not when you're out of position. It's not awesome. Trust me.
I love it. I love hearing it. Tell me more about that. And he gets away. I think against most players that would have worked, but not against Brian.
Brian's had an 8 of spades. There also isn't an 8 of spades on the flop. There isn't an 8 of spades on the flop? I thought there was. I thought it was a king 8-5, 2 spades with the 8, king 8 of spades. Pretty sure. Yes, no?
I think so.
I thought so. Yeah, I mean the way you play games is relative to stack sizes and opponent competence, like competency. Because as Veronica points out, you'll find some bigger games in some much more populated areas where it's very, very fishy at higher limits. Other places, sometimes I mean Sacramento games can get grindy where you're playing,
Yes.
even just the 1-3 or the 2-5, and it's just a lot of reggy poker, and a game can get real grindy. Other times it can just be a spew fest, which we love.
But just make friends with your enemies and you'll be fine. Like I've made up with.
I might need to leave and get in the 2-5. I might need to leave.
When you spot Marks walking in the room.
Hey, you be quiet now.
Yeah. Okay. So you didn't say anything, but I did.
I didn't say why I said that. I just said.
I'll put your name on the list. Let me get my Stones app out.
Boyana makes it 16 to go with the ace jack off.
Download the Stones app
Hollywood
and get your name on the
button.
list.
Jack 10 of diamonds. 4-way action. 7-4-3 as V-Cross Poker would call it out in the books. 2 hearts. No one's got a pair. It's hard to make a pair. I'm not in love with Boyana leading into this many opponents. Once again, we're only repping over pairs. Mind, we're keeping over pairs in our range, but I think it's just too many opponents. It's gonna work. No one's got anything. She's got the best hand with ace high. But on 7-4-3, 2 hearts, that board's a little too coordinated in a 4-way pot for me to feel comfortable leading into out of position. As it is, she fires out, takes down the pot. You put your name up on the app?
I might have put your name up.
Oh, you're such a good person.
I am a good person. Thank you for noticing. Do you see those lists right now?
It's deep. Stone's deep.
You like it deep.
I like it deep. Stone's deep. Master C says, knowing Brian, getting max value from him with 1 pair tap hands, best typical line to check flop and then bet turn and river. He seems to think he has to call 2 streets with showdown value when the flop is checked.
Woo! Nap's putting in a raise under the gun +3.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking a 2
Raise
street
to
line.
60.
But most one pair tap hands are gonna play 2 streets, and that's it.
So look, I think we had a rather large straddle because Nap raises to 60. Yeah, it looks like a $20 straddle.
But that's like I said, that's a line I would take against not just Brian. That's a line I would take against most players there. If I flop, let's say top, and I went check and I was out of position, I would go bet the next 2 streets.
Brian's not gonna let this go.
Or if I was the original aggressor, I'd probably go bet and then check call. River.
Queen 5 on the flop. It's
Thanks.
one of those hit or miss boards. Nap C bets. Brian checks. Nap C bets.
Thanks for holding down the fort, by the way. Well, I turned on a blinker there. My line
Yeah, I know. I'm used to it.
That's why we keep you around.
Try and figure out why we keep you around. Shh, don't answer.
Don't speak.
I know just what you're saying. We're bad at singing
Yeah, I know it's not good.
and lots of other things.
Yeah.
Brian chip leader.
No such thing as a chip here in the cash. That's some Justin and Justin spewy shit.
I like doing that. I love my chip leader.
Chip leader. I know you can hear me. But that's some Justin spewy shit. Chip leader.
Justin and Justin have their own kind of show.
Yeah.
Veronica and Jake have a different show than Justin and Justin.
Yeah.
Right?
It's called clicking buttons.
I don't even think they talked about poker that one time.
But they look sharp as hell. They're all
right?
suited and booted, right?
They were talking about ski, Sacramento, something, I don't know. Swipe the monkey. What is up? What's the rake?
Capped at a $5 drop. So up to $5 per hand, depending on the size of the pot. So this game, I think you'll see most pots. And of course, it's no flop, no drop, but we are capped at a $5 drop. And I think it's pretty standard for most California type card rooms. Four-way action.
Like a good Saturday night, except it's on Wednesday. 4 ace king, 2 hearts. Aaron looks like he's got the only jack of hearts here. Oh, here's your fired cookie.
Oh, my fired cookie.
It says you're fired on the inside once you bite in.
My treasures. Queen of Diamonds on the turn. With 2
yours
plus
up.
cards on board.
Let's eat it together. One day they'll do a reel of the best of. And
Alicia gets there. 10 ball for the win.
hopefully there's no almonds in here and we don't have to take me to the emergency room.
There's nuts in that.
But almonds.
You don't know that they're not almonds. Don't eat that if you don't know that they're not almonds. Sorry, I'm having a little
Holy, you
trouble
have big
peeling back
paws.
foreskin. I do have big paws. Cheers.
Did you say peeling back foreskin?
I did.
Oh.
They're almonds.
Oh, no.
Those are almonds.
Pecans. Pecans. You don't know your nuts.
Alicia's got the nuts. Alicia's nutted. I know my nuts. Alicia's got a 10 ball. She got the nuts. Good.
JFK, can we have more? Can you bring us more? Oh, they're a little salty. I like my nuts just to be a little salty.
Take a big bite.
No, you can never take too big of a bite of nuts. Did you make these fresh? They're so moist.
I can't even. Live 6. Courtesy of Bojana, the Serbian destroyer. Hollywood, pocket 10s. And he'll open a pot, goddammit. 21 to go over the straddle.
16.
Check that. 16. Damn.
Almost.
Bojana can't defend. She shows a 6. I delabeled it.
Yeah, but where did it come from? I drank mine.
Oh, that's yours. No, here, look, unopened.
I don't understand.
There's
though.
half as much Rohypnol in that one as there is this one.
Forget it.
Yeah. Live 25? Did someone just live 25?
Oh, we got a game.
Nav! God
This
bless
isn't
Canada.
practice anymore.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Words to the song.
Our home and native
Yeah,
land.
Okay.
Hockey,
Okay,
hockey, hockey.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky, yeah.
Wayne Gretzky's awesome. I
He's
know.
the president
I
of
know
Canada,
nurses that went balls deep with him.
Come
Ah!
on. Hey, it's a kid's show.
Yeah.
So it's a live 25. Brian says this is my kind of game. He makes it 60 to go
I
with Jack
love
5.
it. I love it.
Nav's gonna defend. Nav's dominated. It's such a bad spot, and they both hit the 5.
3, 5, 7.
Jesus. What a mess.
Nav's got a gut.
Gut.
You know, for the gut for the nut. I like to say gutty for the nutty.
We don't fold.
Never.
7-5-3 should miss. I actually would have loved to see a check raise there by Nav. Didn't get it through. Club. And he bets 20. Why? Reasons. I need coffee. If we're gonna be leading 20, calling 20, I'm
You want to
gonna
drink
need more
some of my
coffee.
stuff?
No, I need my coffee.
Mine's better than yours. Mine's like espresso.
Brian chose the Jack 5. Brian takes down the pot.
Brian's like, this is my kind of game. This is my kind of game.
As soon as the money got in the pot, Brian's like, all right, let's go, baby.
Yeah, he's starting to warm himself up. He's the Tin Man. He's a little rusted and he's oiling his little joints. And he's gonna start moving around. 3-betting very light. I like. Sorry, did the Tin Man talk with an Eastern European accent?
I don't like the blocker bet by Nav. I think if we're going to turn a hand to a bluff there.
It should be bigger.
Bigger.
It works in Canada, though. In Canada, that's a chop pot.
Loosey, goosey games up in Canada. Just like
They're everywhere. And there are, I tell you this, I told you this before, there are people that have never played Hold'em that just play Omaha because there's so much action up there. There's Omaha games going all the time.
What's that in there?
Shout out to Paul Brar. He's the biggest action Omaha player in Alberta.
So Brian's gonna make it 16 to go with the King Jack. Boyana out of the small blind. Ace Deuce. I'm not in love with it.
4-3-6, 2 diamonds.
And she's gonna lead into Brian. I'm also not in love with it. But it just might work. Brian's like, that's just too strange for me to like to think about. It's like, what do I do there? What do I do with that?
You ever see anyone buy into a game for 100K, an Omaha game?
No, but you told me of Mr. Lyman doing it. Nicole.
Oh, Lyman, yeah. I sent you that YouTube video. Nicole.
Please.
No, I don't need another one. I sent you that Lyman YouTube video. Did you watch it?
No rush. Lyman buying it for 100K in the Omaha?
Did you watch it? Why do I send you anything? You know what you are? You're a disrespectful
I read lying.
student.
I read lying.
That I should slap with a ruler. It was a 3-minute video. God damn it. I sent him a video of Omaha. He's an Omaha player and he loves it. And he didn't even watch it. It was, and everyone's seen it. Lyman sitting with a nut flush in an Omaha game with 100K behind, and his opponent, I can't remember his opponent's name, pays him off with second nut. And it was glorious. And I send you the friggin' link directly to your phone. All you have to do is touch it.
Okay, are we back now? We good? Get that out of your system?
Number 1 headband says, salty nuts, balls deep. We have truly missed Angry Pollock on these streams. You're welcome.
Hollywood limps the ace king.
Oh my good God. Please do something more now.
Aaron makes it 15 to go with the queen 10 suited.
Oh God and baby Jesus, did I come here for this?
Please.
Did I come here for this? Oh my God, tell me you're not doing this.
Boyana 3-bets the button to 50 with a jack 9. Hollywood limps, was wanting a limp re-raise, now is facing a 3-bet from the button.
He has to re-raise here.
We always 4-bet the spot. First of all, we should never get ourselves into the spot, but in the event that we thought we were the big blind
You
and
like
accidentally
getting
limped.
yourself into messy spots.
Yeah, I do, like that. But like, in the event that we got ourselves in the spot, we always 4-bet here.
Always.
Especially with Boyana. Boyana is more than capable. Jesus, is he flatting?
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, let's quit. Let's get out of here.
It's over. All right.
We're done.
All right, it's over. Okay. Good night, guys. Can't do it. Jesus.
No, everything's
we always
wrong.
4-bet there. And now we have a 5-way 3-bet pot because Stones is why.
Queen, Jack, Deuce, 2 clubs. Bojana now has
The nut, effectively.
Effectively, she's got a flush draw with a pair.
And Hollywood leads for 3. Hollywood hits the bet button. He clicked. Aaron raises top pair to 50. Boyana, range advantage. You were the 3-better. Bombs. Pair and a flush draw. We always have a lot of equity. Don't flat. No. God damn it. Hollywood, why are we clicking for 3? What is this is?
Do you think right now he could somehow turn this hand into a bluff? Or should he wait for a later streak?
I think we just give up on what weird reasons why. There's 357 in the pot.
You can't figure it out.
I can't, I don't even know what, I'm still trying to figure out how we did this in the first place. A 10 it makes him the nut. We have to fade the club though. 5 comes off. Oh God, you're so good at me. I don't care what she says. You're right in my book.
I love you too.
All right, good.
Jerk.
Aaron now bet 75. I would have loved Boyana to raise the flop here.
Oh, see, this is just. There's a big difference between playing heads up and playing two other players.
So dig this. Boyana flats flop, raises turn. She should be so strong here. Mind you, she's narrowed her range down to like a few hands, like mainly only queens or jacks. But she's repping a much stronger range.
Stronger than what Hollywood's got right now.
Well, of course.
What is Hollywood doing? Why is he asking how much she has behind? I think if Hollywood was going to put this much money into this pot, he should have done it pre-flop.
Because it's Hollywood.
Should have done it pre-flop.
Now, it's 100 more for AA Ron to call. And Boyana's only got 200 back. The problem is if he calls here, he's going to be priced into calling like almost all rivers.
Yes.
We need more money back if we're going to turn our hand into a bluff here. If we're Boyana. I mean, mind you, she's narrowed a range. She's narrowed it into a much stronger range. But with her effective stack size, yes, I'm folding. I'm folding Queen 10. Well, I'm never playing Queen 10 this way anyhow. But like, yes, facing with that action, with her being the original, like I said, pre-flop aggressor, for her to flat and then raise turn, she should be so strong here.
Terrible says 10 clubs river, please.
He calls brick. She has to jam.
Service on 4.
But now with 754 in the pot, we jam. We're going to be laying him 5 to 1 to call. No, don't check back, Jesus.
No, she just lost. She just lost her only chance of winning.
So part of it, though, okay, in Boyana's defense.
Because what's he calling with? What's he calling with?
Well, here's the problem. Once he calls the raise on the turn, with only 200 back, 750 pot, we're going to be laying him like 5 to 1 on the call.
Yes.
So we have we should have no fold equity there. And for him to call raise on the turn, we have to worry about his range
Had
being
she
narrow and strong.
jammed the turn, he has to fold, right?
Yes. If she raises flop and then jams turn, he definitely folds.
The only thing, the way she played it, she had to jam river. But he calls anyway.
Defit 22 says, Jake, no. What did I do? Her raise the turn when she had to shove her. The problem, I think once she figures out if he can call a raise on the turn after leading 2 streets, that he's not folding river, especially when we're going to be laying him 5 to 1 if we jam.
Okay, here's what I.
And so I think she's just saving the money.
Okay, here's what I think. The way
now
she
played. We can see his card.
The way she played it, she needed more chips to jam river.
Yes, she needed at least 4 to 5.
She
back.
had with her stack, she had to jam turn. If she's gonna play it the way she.
I would have much rather see raise flop jam turn. But yes.
Okay, yeah.
But as played, if we're flatting the flop. If we're flatting the flop, first off, if we're flatting the flop, then we should just be flatting the turn. Then our opportunity to rep really strong hands is passed. No matter because now we're really only repping like 2 hands, queens and jacks. I mean, we're 3-betting a position like that, and then flatting that flop or flatting a raise. And there it might only be on queen, jack, X, club. We might be only repping like queens there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're repping, a very, very strong range, but it's like, it's such a narrow range. I just don't like it.
When you say repping, like we all hear you say repping, she's repping jacks or queens there. If she's repping that, her opponent didn't get that because he called on the turn.
Yeah.
So how are you repping it if your opponent doesn't believe you?
That's what we're only doing that, and that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like about it. So,
but you don't like most things.
I don't like most things. It makes a point like we're bloated. By just flatting the flop, we also bloated the flop to the point where now when we raise turn, our opponent's getting even a better price to call. And when we are still semi-bluffing here. Nav's got a lot of 7s.
Nav getting that Canadian welcome, picks up another 7 on the turn, and Jeff's betting into him. We can't see what Jeff's got. His cards are on the reader.
Terrible. This is not check raising the flop, capture range. She was in position. She was on the button, so she can't check raise. But she can raise. There was a lead and a raise into her. The board's now a 1-liner to a straight. It's gonna get weird. The 9-10s and the main hand we're worried about here. Once checked, we have to bet.
Yeah, you don't want to lose value here on the river.
If we get raised, we fold and hate it. Jeff's got a king 10 ball, right? Yeah, exactly. Make a donor. Like so, on the previous hand, like I said, we're repping a very narrow, very strong range, but it's just like we're also laying our opponents to great price, and it's such a weird way to play on a wet board like that in a 5-way smash up. That I just don't really.
I'm interested to see what Jeff called with.
King
A 10, yeah.
King 10.
Nice hand, Nav. Oh, Canada, where we love Tupac more than America. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Tupac at weddings, man. You don't even know.
I feel you.
I feel you. That's Depeche Mode. You don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I like Depeche Mode. I like the way I say it. And I like the way that I say it bothers you.
So wrong. Nirvana.
You say Sasha.
Sasha. I'm going to continue saying it like that
You also say Bojana.
because it's proper to say Bojana.
No, it's not. It's Bojana.
No, Bojana's the American murdered version.
What are we gonna bet here?
It's not about what she calls herself. I'm telling you where the name derived from.
Really?
I'm telling you what the proper pronunciation is Bojana.
It's a soft J.
Bojana.
Bojana.
Let me call her grandmother.
That's a good point. It's not. Yeah, the grandmother angle. That's good. All right. All right.
So Watt
I'll give you the grandmother.
raises to 55. Sorry, Brian raises to 55. So there are two Brians here competing. Why does it say Brian? It looks like Brian signed the hand. It looks like it's Jeff. Watt Brian's gonna fold this. Doesn't matter.
Brian just bets far.
Rick and Barstow, how do you know all this random Canadian knowledge? You know what? This is unofficially Canadian night here at Stones. Saskatchewan. Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. That's right.
Looks like we have a $20 straddle, 1-3-25. Here we go. Game is warming up, and I'm ready. Ace is run. I can't see his arms or like from his neck up because
So,
it's like disappeared.
It's a $20 straddle, and we raised to 40.
Okay, Nav raised 20.
We better have like aces here if we're Nav. And even then, I still don't like the sizing. But I don't like most things. We've discussed this. 8-9-3. I'm sorry. Yeah, 9-8-3. Same. Check call. Can't see either player's hand right here. Three
on the
pairs. This will probably go check.
Phil Helmuth, what's up? Welcome to the chat.
There it is. Check.
King on the turn.
Now, if Nav is bricked and that card comes off on the river, we need to bet now. We should be betting if we bricked. There we go. That's 100. It might be a bit much.
Shaney LOL, what's up?
Jeff's thinking it through. He folds his hand straight up, or face up, it looks like. I think I see an 8. No, he makes a call. Jeff makes a call. Oh, it's ace-9. Oh, snap call. Ace-9 for Jeff.
Shaney, LOL, you know our hours. Got another hour to go. If you guys want to riot for overtime, we're not going to stay though.
You want to riot for overtime? We'll get Bob in the booth. Bob and Justin. Get Bob. Look,
Bob, Kenny,
Matt. Let those guys poker it for a while.
Get Octavio in here.
He'll just start singing.
Yeah, it'll be
He's
beautiful.
better than us, though.
Of course. I love his
You
Snapchat.
didn't have to like snap call there so soon. You could have been like, well,
No, Octavio
kind of like
Octavio doesn't know that I'm like madly in love with him because when he sings on Snapchat, I'm like,
the
oh,
way he rolls his R's.
yes.
It's wonderful.
It's just like in Eastern Europe when they roll their R's.
I didn't know what Nav had. I mean, Nav has to bet that king. I thought his sizing was a bit much, looked a little bluffy. Then again, seeing
What's
Jeff's
Wapright
hand,
wearing on
should
his
we call him
head?
everything, no matter what.
What is that embarrassment he has on his head? Is that like a non-Raiders football team hat?
Oh, you didn't know that Wapright could read?
Can you like call security or something and get Wapright out of here? Ace, king, queen on the flop. Nav's got a king. Looks like he bet it.
Poker's weird. I don't know, man. Just don't know, man.
You don't know a lot of things.
Yeah. I know coffee. I know I like coffee.
Kava.
Kava?
It's kava in Polish. Probably in all over Eastern Europe, kava. Bojana likes kava. Lubi kava.
I like 4-betting light.
And long walks on the beach. Is that your Match.com profile? No,
It is.
sorry. FarmersOnly.com.
Oh, Jesus. The worst. Alicia, there we go. Is that a $20 straddle or does she open for 20 with a 6-7?
Either way, it's good.
We love it.
Looks like it was a straddle because she's checking her cards right now.
And checks her off. It's a $20 straddle. Jeff and Aaron, come along.
977.
And that's
Happy
why
birthday.
we straddle.
Happy birthday, Alicia.
And Jeff's going to lead right out with Jack 9.
Look at her. She's not
and
impressed.
she's like, how did I just oopsie all over the place? Don't take too long, Alicia.
Look at her.
Not too long.
I love Alicia.
Too much production.
If you don't get her sense of humor, you're living in a bad place. She's so funny. She's got that dry, witty sense of humor. Very British. 10 on the turn.
And there's hope.
Hope springs eternal.
Jeff will now make it straight with an 8. I think she should have bet there.
6.
7's full of 6s for Alicia. Bet more. Actually, I think it's right to probably bet small here because we know Jeff's only got a 9. We need to get paid.
Chris
The board's a
Steamer,
one-liner to a straight.
welcome to the game.
Small bet. I think small bet's better.
Chris Steamer, you should paint us some trees. Happy trees. Blocksun 19 wants that link where you can just Google it. You can go on YouTube and type in Lyman 100K Omaha and it'll come up. You don't have to get the link sent to you.
Yeah, Mega Donors is 100% fold. Yeah, on that board, the one-liner to a straight. I think Alicia needs to bet like really small.
Looks like this game everyone's straddling now. Nav's got a straddle on, and we love it because he's got an ace king.
Nav and Boyan are both going to wake up ace king here.
I'm allergic to you.
Nav's got position, but Boyana's been more aggressive.
Oh, she says
stuffs
all
it.
in.
And a snap. Oh, okay.
I didn't even know he was in the hand.
It's okay, kids. Chop it up. We don't four flush here on Stones Live.
Except when we do. Please four flush, please four flush, please four flush.
God, I just want to four flush all over the place.
A I love four flushing all over the place.
It's you limped and then got jammed and overcalled. What are we doing here? Hey, Ron, throw your hand in the muck.
He hates folding. He has problems.
If our hand wasn't good enough to open, there's no way it's good enough to overcall a jam and a snap call. Ever.
This is a fun game. They're chit-chatting. Let them chit-chat before they fold.
They needed to be drinking
the
more.
friendly folds.
Brian's like, I guarantee this one wins. I guarantee
this is the winner right here.
Every speech. Every player, every speech. Brian might just do it. No,
I would
he ain't gonna do it.
love it. I would love it. Nav, the gentleman, is about to show his cards.
3 in the window for Brian. he would have got there.
Brian takes the pot.
Brian would have taken the pot. And see, you see him, he knows.
Brian, that's what you get for backing down on a 1-3 game. You get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield in the house.
See, Brian would have won.
Alicia's just laughing at him.
She says, you gotta get some stones, man.
Oh, I just need to buy a shirt that says "No one cares what you folded." I have to because I'm tired of saying it.
I actually
To you.
Where's your lip gloss? I haven't destroyed it yet.
Jake has a thing where he destroys things. Don't put stuff around him. He destroys stuff. He has
Poker games.
Silverback gorilla arms.
Or bankrolls. Or lives. I like to destroy lives.
Things. So I said things. Brian's talking about himself in third person. Is he? Or is he talking about the other Brian?
I just know the 5 high is gonna pink. 5 high happens sometimes. Wop Brian makes it 45 to go with a suited ace. Jeff comes along with a king queen off. And on 6-4-3, 2 spades if I'm not mistaken. There it is.
6 on the turn, pairs the board.
Now's gonna step out. He's open-ended. He leads for 50. Wapride's got a player behind him and he's got to worry about. So this should go fold.
You know, I noticed Nightbot has a little bit of an attitude problem, but I like it because that's what we like here at Stones.
Drinking and attitude problems.
That's what we do. Throwing stuff, yelling at people. Like keying the wrong car.
Oh, that's the best. Keying the wrong car. It's been a long time since I got so mad at my boyfriend that I keyed the wrong car, but...
Yeah, you too, huh?
Yeah, me too.
All those, Sunfires look the same, man. It's not my fault. Hollywood, you can redeem yourself. Go to poker heaven at Stones if you just freaking straddle. Sorry, I just had to get that off my chest. You know, every time I ask Brian, I'm like, do you watch the stream? He's like, no. He's watching the stream right now. He just lies to me all the time.
He's not lying, he's bluffing.
Bluffs me day in and day out.
So to raise the 20 from Brian there with a 7-4 suited. Nav called. King Queen 9. Heads up, we bet all of our range.
Heads up, do you want to bluff me forever?
Heads up, now tell me, do you really want to bet?
No Skills Poker says that's going to make me want to go there and get my car key card. See, 8-Ball said it. You're not getting your car keyed at Stones when you go there, No Skills Poker. I'm over that.
Yeah.
As long as you don't drive a Sunfire, you're fine.
Yeah.
Or a Neon.
Saw a guy came to a Chevy dealership and he tried to trade in. Count them: 1, 2, 3, no, 5 Geo Metros for one brand new Chevy Silverado. And he was like, I will give you all of my Geo Metros for only one of your brand new Silverado.
He actually thought he had a good deal.
Yeah, no, it was just like they couldn't get enough people to like not like keep it together to.
Hyundai Pony would be in the same category.
Yeah, same range. Yeah, bottom of the range.
Yeah.
I just like the biggest crack up to me was like where did you go wrong in life where you ended up with 5 Geo Metros? Like how did that happen? Like that's
He probably has a 25K bankroll. That's what those kind of people do.
Yeah.
They're life nits.
Queen 4 deuce, 2 spades. Brian's open ended. Jeff's got pocket 8s. Can't see anyone with a queen. Man.
Brian's leading out, and we like it. Action's on Nav right now. Nav plays with those chips like he's been playing poker for like way too many hours, like to the point where he almost lost his job. You know?
It's weird. It's like his name's Nav, but he doesn't know where to go with a hand. Like I just don't know like what to. Is it like ironic? Is his name really Nav? It was just like Action Dan Harrington. Like
don't worry about it. If you tell him the secret, you're gonna get punched and keyed.
Checks through. Too many spades for anyone's liking. 6 baller and Brian makes it straight.
A little bit of disco. And now Nav's reaching for chips. I don't know if...
I don't think we fold, but we also hate it. Brian, don't be a hero. No hero folding straight. Not in this game. There we go, baby. Nav says, good call. Good call. And the name of the game is Don't Bluff Brian.
We've all learned that lesson.
You know, I'm still working on that one.
Yeah.
There's times where, like, you know what, like, this is the time where he's gonna realize that I have it.
Yeah.
Even though because he knows that I know that by now I must have learned.
Yes.
So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
Exactly.
And then he calls.
Yes.
Sometimes I have too much money in my life.
Yes. You're like me. You want to set money on fire.
The sun's gonna burn out. We're all gonna. Where did I learn that from, Veronica?
Where did I
learn that from?
From me.
Yeah, there we go.
That's my theory.
It's your mantra.
Yeah. I mean, the sun's gonna burn out, so rip it up, light it on fire.
You don't. There's no like participation trophy for like dying with the most money or any money for that matter.
So you've officially become a nihilist.
I was a nihilist. We're gonna get like way off like top. We're gonna like poker. Sorry, I was about to go with that conversation. Sorry guys. Boyano's got the 7 deuce. Let's do something with it. Damn it. Jeff's got the king jack suited. He calls 9.
Hollywood, you're our only hope.
Twas a $9 straddle, courtesy of Aaron, who wakes up with the tray deuce.
I would have jammed it so hard. King 3-9 on the flop, 2 hearts.
Both Nav and Jeff hit their king, as does Hollywood.
Hollywood's also
got a
got
monster.
Yeah.
Got a lot of the goddamn hearts. Swear to God, if he check calls.
We're gonna leave again.
I don't know if it goes 3-way here. It might actually be just a call. Because now it's gonna be hard to get like versus a raise. Now it is just a call. Facing a raise now. If we are Hollywood, now we just call.
Mustak's gonna get into a fight in the parking lot with Zanbot.
This is a call, Hollywood. versus a bet and a raise. A bet and a flat, I think we can still consider raising. Multi-way, actually, we might lean more towards just a call because, I mean, how many like good kings are we getting to fold? If we check raise, I think check raising once again on this board narrows our range too tight, and then what do we only have like pocket threes and king nine? Is it reasonable to think that we would have raised pocket nines, obviously?
So
If it comes down to heads up, I think definitely look for a check raise here. As it is multi-way, I think flatting actually is fine. Probably preferred if not optimal.
his name precedes him. We all can see the Academy Award goes to Hollywood for his name and acting skills. Do you want to get a pizza after this?
Yeah, probably. We're gonna do like a pizza or something. I mean,
Yeah, we'll chill with Bob.
yeah,
See what Bob's up to. Yeah,
Bob.
I really like Bob. Bob's a good guy.
Yeah, Kenny's cool. I like Kenny, Matt. They're all good peoples. Yeah. You know what's not cool?
Folding.
Folding
Flush draw with top pair.
Not to be results oriented, but results oriented. Jesus Christ!
Ghost of M's asking me if I've ever had speculoos cookie butter. No.
I'm not sure what that is. I don't know how I want to answer that. Mega donor, that really did. No, not a deck mystery. That
No.
really is. That really
Happens.
happened. That really happened. He said the more players in the pot, the hand becomes more of a flat than a raise hand. Heads up, we definitely want to raise a king four, check raise a king four on that board. Heads multi-way, it's going to get harder and harder to get someone to fold.
Shaney,
We're
LOL.
in a range too much.
Nope.
I feel by check raising there, so I think it becomes more of a flat, especially versus a lead and a raise. But the last thing, the thing we never do there is fold.
And guess what?
the
And guess
Evers.
what? Nav pays you. Nav pays you.
He didn't Shaney LOL, he did not misread the hand.
No, he did not misread the hand. I don't know if any of you have played with Hollywood before.
Not a technical difficulty, no.
No.
Go back and watch prior streams. That just happened. It's like I wanted to.
I want to die. Do you want to do a death pact right now?
Yeah, I do.
Block Sun 19. It should be Black Hole Sun, won't you come? It says just painful. Yeah, it is.
And he's adding on.
Did you ever see the guy in Vegas with the violin case that would have like over 100,000 in his violin case, and he would come and sit down at a 1-2 game that was uncapped with 100,000 and not play a single hand, put all his money back in his violin case and leave? And he would do that all the time. I'm just saying that there might be some parallels to that story. Mega Donor says worst song ever.
Take it back.
Take it back, and when you get here, we're going to karaoke, and I'm going to sing that like 5 times.
Okay, so King, Jack 6, couple of diamonds. Wapry's gonna bet his Jack. 6 on the turn. I'm sorry, he bet the turn after the flop check through. Wapry's rocking the Saints
Don't.
toque.
Shh.
Not a toque. It's a Saint Santa. Santa the
No.
Saints.
No.
Just
We're not even anywhere near New Orleans. Or
Wapry's always somewhere in New Orleans upstairs. Like that's where Wapry's at. He's always Mardi Gras, in his
he
mind.
is. That is true. I will give him that.
Mardi Gras in his mind at all times.
Mardi Gras lives in Wapry, and he's always at a party.
Yes.
He has a Trans Am. There's always a girl doing the splits on it while she's washing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet you he's got like 9 hot chicks at his. He probably has like a 6,000, at least 6,000 square foot home.
Yes.
Mini mansion with like at least 9 girls hanging out there like, hey, drinking champagne, making omelets, baking cookies.
Omelets. I love it. All right, back to poker. But no, I think you're right. I mean, I wouldn't bet against you. Jack 10-9, and Nav flops the wrong end of the straight, but right now it's the right hand. Can't see what Aaron's got. Nav bets 15. Wapry's got a pair of 10s. And looks like Nav's going to have at least one customer. And we're going to see a check raise here from Aaron. Yes, a very casual,
Mild.
hesitant check raise. What?
What is this?
Check raise of 40, jam 500.
It's either everything I've ever wanted or nothing I want at all. Right? It's paralyzed. It's polarized. It's Canadian. What do you want me to do?
I wanted you to explain what just happened to me.
How am I supposed to explain it? I've been out of Canada Canada for 10 years. My husband
15, 40, 500.
but in Canada it'd be call.
What a mess.
My husband doesn't believe that there's a country up there. He's like, it's just a national park. America's national park. We just ski there.
I tend to agree with him. I mean, I'm not trying to...
Nav is used to doing that and then getting call.
And getting called.
Yeah.
Well, he check raised, so he must have a calling hand.
Who cares about the pot, eh?
Eh?
They still haven't figured out relativity there.
Is that where all the flat earthers like make their videos?
Yes.
It's Canada?
Because it's so flat and wide there.
Yeah.
So it's true.
Yeah. As you look and there's like a horizon, eh? And like
Yeah, eh?
the mooses, they're all just traveling in a straight line.
Right? Eh?
Yeah. Poser.
Water doesn't bend. Water doesn't bend. Did you guys know this?
And neither does Nav.
And neither does Nav.
15, 40, 500. Wapry makes it 130 to go in a much more reasonable 3-bet or 4-bet here. How many bets is this? It's a 3-bet. It's a lot of 3-bet.
Wapry goes balls deep with an ace queen. I love it.
Mardi Gras.
If you ever have a party, Wapry's the guy you want to come. Right?
Yes.
He's going to bring a lot of booze, and he's going to be a good time. He's not going to fight anyone. He's
No,
not going to do a
no.
suicide pact in your bathroom and lock himself in there.
No.
I'm not talking about anyone, just saying because a friend is near me. But, you know, he's not going to do anything bad. He's going to have a good time.
Yeah.
He's a good time friend. He'll take you for a ride in his Trans Am when he gets there.
And there's like acid wash jean jacket.
Oh, you've seen it?
Acid wash. Yeah.
So good, right?
Yeah. I can't tell you about what happened on the ride in the Trans Am, but I've seen it. Nav's got pocket 3, so why not just rip it? Makes it 30 to go. I love it. You know what? We give him a hard time because we love him, but I really like Nav's a lot of fun.
Nav didn't come here for us to not talk about him.
Right?
He wants to leave with a happy ending.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you want a happy ending when you come to Stones. We're giving it to him.
Makes it 30 to go. Wapry on the button makes it 135 to go with the Ace King. Alicia, who straddled for 15, lets it go. So it's a straddle to 15, open to 30, 3-bet to 135. Action back on Nav.
I love it. What's happening to this game? Everyone's waking up. Alcohol's kicking in. The champagne is empty. They need more.
This would be sick now if he buried it. This would be sick.
See, this is. Do you have the balls to do it now with pocket 3s? And you're Canadian. Don't let us down. The country's
off the card.
the country's depending on you, Nav. Ah yeah. Ah yeah.
So what's the worst hand if you're Wapry? So let's just like, okay, you have Ace King. It's
Come on, it's Wapry though. Real Wapry, not just anybody.
No, let's you. So you're in Wapry's spot. So it's a open, and we saw what Nav just did previously. You know,
And you 3-bet.
And then when he like 15, 40, 500 and just stuffed it with a straight. So I mean, we didn't know that. There's only been a few hands, but let's say based on the reading the player, it's a straddle for 15, open for 30, you 3-bet 135, and let's say that player buries it for 7 and change. You have roughly equal stacks. What's the worst hand you're calling with there?
Ooh.
Are you gonna call jacks?
Ooh, their range
Can we
is...
fold queens?
No, I can't.
Can we call jacks? Is that what that line
that's
is?
the borderline,
That's that line?
I thought you were
Then
going to ask me
call
what's
ace
the
king.
worst hand
What's the worst
Waprai
hand?
has.
No, what's the worst hand that we call with? If he
I think
if
the
he
worst
4-bet
hand
jams a lot.
Queens, after a bottle of wine, jacks, tens. How about you? Before and after whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, those are two different gears. Like,
You're two different people.
yeah, because then I just remember everyone has fives after I've had. Like he's always got.
Well,
fucking-
Jana just jabbed with jacks.
He's all in it.
all of it. 171 with a couple
She
jacks.
says, you know what she says? She says, eat it. Eat it, boys. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. That just came out all bad. It's wrong when you say it. Anyway. Is she going to get some action from Jeff?
Jeff's gonna give her some love. Queen
gonna eat
10. Dude, stop. Turn jack. Oh my God. Brianna. Oh no. Oh wait, no. He never has a 9. Jeff have queens. Ace king. Oh.
Oh, gross.
Brianna
Gross.
catching a set of jacks. This time no good.
Oh, man. She didn't want that set.
Hiya.
Oh, that's gross.
So I kind of actually agree with Master T here. Like the way that Nav's played, if he's 4-bet jamming 700 there, he's queens plus and ace king. So we got to be like tippy top to call off there. I feel. I probably have to be the same like queens. I have to be queens plus. I don't think I can call ace king there. If he jams, I can't call ace king. I have to be queens plus.
Yes.
And then if I'm calling for queens there, I'm really just like shaky about it. I really kind of hate it, but I also hate
I've
folding queens.
seen you shut your mouth. I've seen you fold kings.
Did I tell you about the back raise with 10s? The re-back raise 10s?
Yes.
Man?
Yeah, 5 times.
That was a weird spot. Okay?
Yeah. 5 times.
Because look, the moose is all traveling in a straight line. They're really flat. Mooses.
Jacks find a way to lose, Mustak says.
It's science.
They have like this really bad, they're like that slutty girl with a bad reputation, you know?
No, they're not. No.
No, seriously, most people hate playing them, but I think they're fine. I love them.
It's a really good girl that everyone mistreats. That's what jacks are. In the high school
I'm just
dating
telling you
world of
about their
poker,
reputation.
it's like no. It's a good thing, and everyone just like treats it poorly. No one, everyone people suck at poker. That's what it is. Like, give me jacks every hand.
You'll rip
souls.
into them like that
Own souls.
hot chick in high school that you've been trying to get with for the last 15 years.
Oh, did she call?
Yes.
Yes. 6-9 deuce. I'm sorry, 9-6 deuce to run it the right way. Nav's got an inside straight draw. Ace, jack, and king queen miss.
3 on the turn.
Speaking of inside straight draws, Nav, get it, baby.
Nav's getting some stones loving tonight.
Waprai is not done with the ace jack, and Waprai thinks that Nav's getting a little spry here. I don't know. We're gonna overcall the king queen. Hey-ya. Jack ball. Waprai's in trouble. Backdoor diamonds get there.
If the jack hits, he can't fold now. What was he calling for anyway? Yeah, just an insta call.
Waprai snaps. Brian's
like, I don't want to be
had
the peanut butter in this sandwich.
He had exactly $20 too many in his stack, so he just had to get rid of it on the turn by overfloating king queen.
Overfloating. I've never heard that before.
It's 1-3. We're overfloating king. What the?
I love it. I love it.
Oh god.
I fold jacks pre-flop ski every day on America's Card Room, 1 minute in deep. Yeah, then you're not playing them right. You're underfloating your jacks. I love it, overfloating.
Who does that? Brian.
Waprai.
It was Brian. It was Brian. Brian overfloated. Waprai floated and it was overfloat with the. And now Jeff's got a couple rockets. I hate calling them rockets. It's such a tourney player thing. Aces. Sorry. Every now and then, there's spontaneous regression. I just sometimes I
Do you ever heard the word anal retentive? It's 2 words.
Is that the thing with the beads?
Yeah.
Okay.
On a string.
Raise to 25 from Jeff with aces.
Bill calls. Hollywood, coming to town.
We added on chips, and now we'll put them to use.
With a call. Queen 7-3, bunch of rainbow. We can't see Bill or Hollywood's cards, even though they're in the right place. It's like when you go to the right place, but you still can't hit the spot.
The struggle is real. Jeff's gonna bet 50 here.
What stack? The stack is the worst in the world. How do we let him on this show? Oh, he's folding an ace. He's got an ace king.
We didn't 3-bet.
Why is he not 3-bet? Sorry. I get emotional sometimes with things.
So the
Zero.
pizza. This pizza. That,
The pizza.
yeah.
0 to 10, how good is the pizza?
11D.
Compared to limping.
It's 1540-500 is what that is. That's how good the pizza is. The pizza is like snapshot 500.
It's a nav shove.
It's a snapshot.
From now on, anytime someone like snap shoves 500 into like a $40 pot, it's a nav shove. It's a nav shove. We gotta give the Canadians some love.
Do we?
I now pronounce it a nav shove. I'm just gonna do it. You don't have to do it.
All right. My name ain't Earl. Welcome.
Earl Mencken, ladies and gentlemen. Is he
think
gonna
it's
ask
Earl.
you to put his name on the list?
It's not Earl.
No, because his name isn't Earl. Okay.
I don't think it's Earl.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm so tired of arguing with men. All of you. Sorry, like personal stuff is coming out. You know, remember that time I made spaghetti and you didn't like it?
So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna fight. Deja vu. Welcome. Jeff's now got 10s. Aaron straddle, I believe, for 16. Jeff's gonna flat 10s. I don't like that, but once again, we might have established a pattern here. I don't like most things. Nav's gonna call 16 with the 6-4 of hearts. It seems fun though. I mean, it's you can't make a lot of sense of a lot of things, but everyone's having a good time, and we love that. I'm sorry, it was Aaron limped 8-4. Wapright opened 6 deuce to 16. Jesus, what is happening? 7-4 deuce is happening, and Wapright got a pair of deuces. Aaron flops a pair of 4s. Jeff's way out in front.
Nav's got a pair of 4s also.
It's something for everybody. Wapright. And this is why we love him.
Deja vu, what's up? Nice to see you too.
Should be just a call. It's lead 55 with a 6 deuce. Jeff's gonna make the call with the overpair. Heads up to the turn. 8-baller. No, Wabright's probably putting Jeff on something like a hand like 6-7, something like that. 7-8, possibly. Now, neither one of those hands were probably gonna get the fold, so we're better off here just checking and giving up and saving the money. 5-6, of course, already got there. Wapright with a little bit of production here. Divided by 2,
he might
carries
get
a 1.
He might get a 5. He might hit a 5 on the river.
This is a fold. This should be a fold. He knows better. The gamble in him, like you said, the gamble in him wants to really go for it.
Yeah.
And Jeff shows him the 10s.
And if Jeff was someone who wanted to talk to him and was going back and forth with him, he probably would have called just for fun. Because that's what, Brian?
It is one. In a nutshell.
I like putting things in nutshells.
I want to stuff you in a closet. There's no way out. Hollywood with the 7 deuce. One time, brother.
Redeem yourself. You will redeem yourself. I will use the force on you.
Sorry, I just
You know,
dying inside.
every winter, if you looked at the last year's live stream, you were doing this all winter. You were just in a constant state of cold.
No.
Yes.
All right.
It's your children, man.
Abraham's hater. People have scarves. Brian makes it 28 to go. Alicia's gonna flat the ace jack. Whopper straddle. Whopper straddle for 9. He's got ace 6. If it was just Brian's open, I'd be inclined to defend the ace 6. But with Alicia's calling, I think it's definitely a fold.
King 4-4, 2 spades. Alicia's
Here we go.
got
Brian's got top pair. Alicia's got spades.
nut spades too.
Brian's
And I
gonna
like
check
it. Check, check. Can't see the turn just yet.
Cali, son of Joker, welcome to the game.
Oh my God, Rick and Barstow.
Brian leads 45. Alicia makes a quick call. Turn was a deuce. Spade.
Ooh, there it is. Bink. Now Brian's gonna rep the spade.
Brian, no. I think Brian can actually value bet here with the intention of folding to a raise. He loses value when it goes check, check. Mind you, we know it's not going to go check, check. But I mean, in this hand in vacuum, when this goes check, check, Brian should have the best hand and he loses value. I feel like we should be leading small here and folding to the raise. Because in rational, she should never have ace king. Should. We only lose the spades. She should probably not gonna have many fours.
Slow rolling is
fun. We're gonna have her notch.
fun.
I mean, a lot too. And also, if the flop goes check, check, she might have some other pairs, like nines, tens, eights, sevens, all those hands.
Stuff.
I feel like Brian should be probably leading river small and fold with the intention to fold a raise, which we know he would have got raised.
I don't mind the check call. I don't mind it, especially when the flush gets there.
I don't. And here's why I think it's no bueno. Because now we're bluff catching. But when she bets that card, how many bluffs does she have? Is she betting worst kings? Worst kings. When it goes, that's probably gonna. If she has a worst king, it's probably gonna go check.
You're
check.
right. You're right.
And she's never turning nines, eights, tens, those hands into a bluff. So she's either value betting betters, or she's either value betting spades, or that's it.
Well, then what are you betting for at that point? She's either going to fold or raise you if you're betting.
Well, yes, we bet with the intention of folding to a raise. Because when we bet,
What is she going to call with?
with worst kings and a lot of, and after mind you though, don't forget the part of his hand, the flop went check, check. So once it goes check, check, and Brian leaves turn, if you have like say you have a pair of nines, pair of tens, something like that, eights even, we can probably call turn. So once that happens, I mean, Alicia might take a lot of kings out of Brian's range, or not thinking he has a king, because a lot of players think, well, if he had a king, he would have bet the flop. So we can get called by worst pocket pairs, we can call by worst kings. If we get flatted, we should be good, right? However, when it goes check, if it goes check, check, we should be good like every time, and we lose value.
Okay, so
It's a bet and a fold.
Let me tell you. So there's 3 scenarios. There's the bet with a fold. There's the bet with a call, and then there's the bet with a raise. 2 out of 3 of those are losing. So it seems like the best scenario would be not betting.
It's not okay. It's not about how. It's about how many different combinations of those hands are there.
Yes, but versus Alicia, she's got a very strong hand. That's what I'm saying. 2 of 3 of the times that you're betting, you're losing. The best case scenario there is check calling.
It's only 2 of the 3 scenarios. But how many actually hands? Actually count the combinations of hands. Then there's more hands that she can flat with that are worse than there are that she's going to value bet worse.
Okay.
When it goes check, check, we lose value.
But you're not keeping her entire range in when we're talking about this. You're
Yes,
talking
I am.
about no, you're not, because if you're talking about her either calling, folding, or raising, you got to keep those 3 entire ranges in there.
But you're assigning in a Bayesian way of thinking. You're assigning equal probability to those 3 scenarios, and the probability of those 3 things aren't equal.
Aren't equal. Yes, I understand that.
Yeah, the hands that the worst.
More than likely, she's got you beat.
No, this is we're gonna go all the way back to the whole straight
I think with her, with Alicia.
Are we gonna talk about this hand for the rest of the stream?
We could. We could.
It's when it goes check, check, we lose.
Overtime.
So
Overtime. That's what we need to do. 3 of hearts
another
on the
hand's
turn.
on board. Whopper's got queens.
Why is the pot so small? No, just kidding. $4.98 in the pot. Whopper's got queens. Bill's got king 10 with no draw. 6 on the river. Pairs the board.
I don't think we're profitable bluff catching there because I don't think she has many bluffs.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not profitable to bet.
That's not true. That's different. Betting and getting called. There's a difference between check calling. Huge.
Most of the time, you're going to get raised most of the time. Probability is that you're going to get raised, especially you're out of position
You're saying that
against her range.
Probably and only has spades. She never has worse kings.
She.
Can I come in for a moment?
Come on in, Whopper.
I gotta tell my chatters and all that happy holidays. This is the last.
Don't get people impaled. Close the door.
This is the last stream of the year.
It is the last stream of the year, Whopper.
This is the last stream of the year. I want to hug.
Hey, brother.
You guys are the best.
Get that hat away from me.
The Saints,
I try to
really, the
explain.
Saints.
It's
Raiders!
Mardi Gras all the time
Raiders.
up in your mind. I mean, so why not rock the Saints, right?
Yeah. Hey, you guys, we toasted you with some champagne out there.
Please bring us some. Let's
They're
go.
tight as shit. We tried to get Justin, and you guys are like, no drinks for you guys.
No, they wouldn't let us. It's horrible.
Was it horrible play tonight?
There was some really weird stuff going on. There was some weird stuff going on.
You know you're dying to get in there.
There's some other games I'm dying to get in, but yeah.
Well, I just wanted to come in and say happy holidays, all the
I
chatters
love you,
out there.
Whopper.
I love you guys.
Oh, look, your name's up there. You're so famous. You're the most famous poker show person.
I'm drinking out there.
We know.
We're having a good time.
We love it.
I can see you're starting to give some action. The alcohol's kicking in.
Yeah, a little bit.
The table's loosening up a little bit. There's some interesting stuff going on out there, that's for sure.
All right, chatters. Hey,
Happy holidays.
happy holidays.
Love having you here.
All right.
Love the sub.
Love the sub.
Love the sub.
Dub sub.
We got a lot of aces versus a lot of aces. Bill and Hollywood here. Both flop trip aces. And Boyana's got 5s full. Jesus
Oh, yay! Go!
shit. Oh, come on.
Hollywood. Hollywood, get out that Hollywood card.
Bill bets 25. Hollywood flats. Brian's got a club draw. Poker, 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 poker. Yes. Dead money.
Jam it. She's gonna. Oh no, she's
No,
just
she-
keeping them along. I like it. I like it.
Brian makes a flat.
Oh, so beautiful. I want to hug it. I want to make love to this game. All right.
Flush, 5s full, trip aces, 2 ways. Jesus shit.
How often does this happen? And
There's only 175 in the pot. How are we gonna have like 900 in by now?
Service, table 11.
Swear to God, is someone sizing up Boyana?
we're all praying for like a 10 on the river or a
Here
jack.
comes Hollywood.
Now, if you're Bajana, do you have to shove here with the stack you have behind?
Yes, Boyana will have to get it in. Especially because here's what Brian's gonna do. Brian feels that Hollywood's so like Brian's got to know by now for Hollywood to lead here that he has to have at least trip aces. He might actually worry that he might be up against a better flush. If Brian flats here, I don't think he's trying to keep Hollywood in. I think he might be actually worried that he might have a better flush. Hollywood's been so snug. There's the call. And there's all of it.
And now Bill is wondering what is going on. What
Bill
is
doesn't
going
have,
on?
you can't fold here, Bill.
No, you
There's too much
can't.
money in the pot. You don't have enough back. You can't be a hero. We call it and hate it. We call it and hate it. And we need to pair the board. We need to hit our kicker. But folding ace jack here, and mind you, it's a bet, a call, and a shove. God, can we fold ace jack?
No.
A lead, a call, and a shove. A check raise.
Not with his stack. You could with a big stack. Not with his stack.
Now Hollywood.
Then again, I don't like folding most things.
Are we gonna have a four-way all-in?
Oh.
Or a four? No,
And-
because
and
no, Brian, and Hollywood are too deep.
We don't charge extra for our four ways.
Now, mind you, we're still gonna have a side pot here between Brian and Hollywood, but assuming that Hollywood makes the call here. Now, Hollywood, once again, same scenario as Bill. Knows he's got to get. Look at the price, though. Look at the price. It's 135 to call. There's 765 in the pot. There it is.
Oh.
There's the call.
Almost had a heart attack.
He knows where he's got to get here. Hollywood will check fold if he does not pair the board.
Now, Brian, he just calls here.
Did
It is
Hollywood
open.
Did Hollywood? Oh no, yeah, it's open. Yeah.
It's open.
Look at that. Look, what the hell?
He's like,
A lead, he calls, jam, a call, and an overcall. And you have a 10 high flush.
it is true.
a
Phil
weird
Hamid
spot.
says you got to be crazy to call 10 high flush 4 with a,
Here's the thing,
with a
yeah,
paired board.
keep-
Yeah.
Here. Forget about what everyone else has.
But
There's a
he's
big
now
side pot
side
you play.
pot
Side pot,
with
exactly.
Hollywood. He
Even
can
when
win.
someone's, even when the short stacks are over there, there's a lot of money left to be made. If you think that Hollywood's just got trip aces and could pay off a river bet, who cares if we lost the main?
Yeah, so effectively now he's just playing for the side pot.
Now, mind you, here's the point. 4 clubs makes a straight flush for Brian. We're not drawing dead.
That is true.
And the straight flush draw. You know what? Let's 4 clubs one time.
Yeah, let's rip it.
Here we go. And Boyana is currently chasing the all-elusive quadruple up. Look at, and Boyana's like, oh my gosh, what do I even do? Well, she's done everything she can.
Number 1 headband says yes, there will be blood.
Yes.
Look at, so Hollywood's trying to talk Brian out of betting this river.
No, we bet.
Of
He
course.
would never make that speech with a boat. Never make a speech with a boat or a
It's good for TV. Yeah.
It's good for TV. It is.
Chips, table 11.
Just tell me. I'm not rooting against Boyana, but 4 clubs would be just about the sickest thing in the world.
Yes. Black Sun 19 says after this hand I got my poker fix. We all do. This hand has redeemed the show tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
What would 5-bet Jesus do? He would hit.
That river with a 4 of clubs.
Boyana's like, I need a Christmas miracle. You already got all your chips in there. Why are you so Hollywooding, Boyana? You're already all in.
How does she not think she's good? Pocket 3s can't beat her. What does she think? Someone has pocket aces?
Ace
She's got the
5.
knight. Oh, well, I guess, yeah. What are the odds?
Or I think she's worried about fading the board pairing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh,
River
God.
card of all river cards.
Don't break it. Don't break it. Give us some blood.
Rick. Now there's the side. Bomb it. Don't check back. God damn it, Brian.
Oh,
He never makes that speech with the boat. He never makes that speech with the boat.
That is the card. That's the only one. We don't get that.
Oh, man.
What you gonna do?
Hollywood would have folded it, though.
Oh, did Brian and Hollywood say no? They can't run it twice on the side. Brian check over. No, where's? Yeah, Brian checked to Hollywood. I'm sorry.
Hollywood's checking.
Now, yeah,
You
Hollywood has to check back. No,
never
Hollywood.
check to Hollywood.
He should be betting into Hollywood there. Ship it to Boyana. Heaps. Flush. So that. Congratulations, Boyana. The all-elusive quadruple up. What a mess.
The rare bird.
Trip aces, flush, fives full.
Beautiful. It was a good game. But I think we still have another hand or two.
What did I cap it off on that?
Stop breathing on me. You're going to get me sick. I already have this fear of getting sick from you from last year. All
Really?
you did was get me sick.
Holding on to that?
Yes.
Get over it.
I can't.
No, the main pot was Boyana. She was for the big stack. There was no side pot. Brian, I really feel like should be betting there. I don't with the speech. Hollywood's never hesitating with like pocket threes, ace five, ace three. We put him on an ace, and he's hoping the board pairs.
Brian
and so when it doesn't,
had to.
I think you gotta bet.
Yes.
Now, Hollywood probably would have folded,
Yes.
but I still think
For the slim chance that maybe he can't let it go.
you bet small to try to salvage. I mean, bet 200. And you can win because there's with 240. How much you put in on the turn? Bet 200 to get some of your money back.
Yes. Yes.
Just hey, how's it going?
Yeah, but Hollywood probably folds to like $25. Come on. Come on. You've watched it today. Jeff's getting a rub. Yeah. I'll take some of that. You've watched it today.
I know, but it's not what we do. Everyone's got Queen 10 in this hand. What the hell? Hollywood, AA Ron, Wattbry, everyone.
Last hand.
We just do a lot of Queen 10s.
Phil Heim said, yeah, he blew the side pot for sure, yeah?
I feel even if on the slim chance, we don't.
We live in slim chances.
It's a side pot to be made.
Yeah.
We know that we're not good in the main.
Yes.
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Now he's now heads up. You know.
Someone could have a straight. And there's still.
And the way Hollywood was talking, he should have bet.
With the speech, yeah, because Hollywood's never nutted there and is making the whole like, don't even bother betting, just check it to me.
Yeah. F off. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I might have just like blind shot. No, I don't want to. Because I know
It looks so bluffy though if you blind shove.
But no, we don't want to blind shot because we know he has an ace and then we don't at the board pairs and then we don't need to be doing that.
Well, that's called living on the edge.
Yeah.
That's called degenerate gambling, and I love it.
Everyone flops a 10. Everyone who made it to the flop, that is. Ace 10 4 tray. I'm sorry, Ace 10 4 tray. I did call it right. Yeah. Nav's got an inside straight draw. Bricks off. Wattbry's best with his Queen 10. The Queen 10 for the win. Yawn. So we got all our poker in one just
Smash up
dumpster
hand.
fire of a hand.
What's a dumpster fire?
What?
It was our dumpster fire. We love our dumpster
We love our
fire.
dumpster fires. We really do.
This is our last show of the month. What are we doing next
the
week?
year.
Of the year. Month, year. What are we doing next week? Next month. Next year.
Black Tar Heroin.
Yes.
For the win. No, we got our usual once a month. We got our Stones 40K guarantee. That's always gonna be good. And then
I thought we already had it.
No, you said what's next
December
month?
18th.
You said
Next month. Next month.
Yeah. I think our next stream
Next month.
is the.
I don't think we have a Monday stream.
Next
Do we?
Wednesday is it the 10:25? 10 and a quarter, kids,
Oh, and I think you and I are doing that
for the pokers.
because we love it.
Let's get that hand in the 10 and a quarter game.
Oh God.
Heaps.
Get our favorite loves in the game.
We love it.
What else do we have to say?
Everyone,
Nothing.
thank you for tuning into our show all year long. It's been a blast. And
Hit the little heart, follow us, and we'll let you know when we go live.
we apologize for 2016 as a whole, not us, but 2016.
I apologize for Jake.
she apologizes for me, and well, yeah, I probably owe you all an apology. But it's been a great show. It's been a great year. So on the show, Justin,
And-
Bob, Kenny, Matt, Abraham,
All of them.
Chip Amplifier.
Chimp amplifier.
Amplifier. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Don't forget about our Chip Amplifier tournament coming up. I don't know when that is. I don't know.
You know what? You can download the Stones app and you will learn everything. $125 buy-in, 12,000 starting chips, 20-minute levels, and then it goes up, progresses from there.
It's gonna be fun.
Sunday, February 5th at 3:30. Jake will probably be here because he is an ornament.
This is where I is.
What is this?
This is
All right,
where I
I'll
is.
be here for New Year's if anyone wants to join me. Have a good night.
Drink coffee.